Alright folks, good evening and welcome back once again to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 with the Game of Thrones Bard. Oh, that purple nonsense. I don't want to look at it. Hello, how are we doing? How are we doing this fine evening? How was my Easter weekend? It was alright. It was alright. I did a few bits and bats. Nothing too groundbreaking, to be fair. But should they be? It's a time for rest, isn't it? Time for rest and stuff. Went out on Thursday. Okay, let me tell you a story. This has something also to do with the party stream on Friday. So, as regularly happens when I go out into town, which is probably twice a year nowadays, went out Maunday Thursday. My friend invited me out for the Maunday Thursday annual night out, which is a tradition, as was in his old department in the DWP. And he carried that on. So we went out. So, finished work at 12:30, jumped to the shower, got myself all gussied up, as you do in The Sims. You gussy yourself up. Had poured half of this into a glass and had it with a bit of Coke. Got me drunk that, ordered me a taxi, off I went to town. Got to town for 1:30. So, hello King, hi, welcome. Yeah. That was a good start. And then started to, of course, have a few drinks around the various bars in Leeds. Ended up dancing like a lunatic for 2 hours, because this is not normally something that I do, by the way. If I go on the dance floor, it's usually because there's other people on the dance floor. A couple of people that I'm with decide, shall we go on the dance floor? I'm like, oh, come on, let's go then. So, strength in numbers. But because I haven't been out dancing for about a year. It was last April, my friend told me. Last time you came out with us was last April, at this very same day. I was like, it's been a year. I need to get out a bit more, clearly. So because it's been that long, we walked into the final club that we went into, and this was about 8:30ish. So it wasn't exactly late or anything. The party was barely getting started at that time, clearly. So I walked into this place and there was not a single soul on the dance floor. Now, 9 times out of 10, I'd be like, I'm not going to start the dancing off. I'll have a couple of drinks to get warmed up. But I'd already had my drinks, to the point where I had stomachache. I don't think it was related to the drink, but some disagreed with me. Had a bit of a stomachache, so I was like, I'm not drinking anymore. And I thought, you know what, I've not been out for a year, bugger it. And I went straight to the dance floor on my own, nobody around me, tunes were playing, and off I went. Dancing around like a fool, getting in the groove. Then my mate's wife came up, she went, twirled her around a few times, started dancing together. Then my mate came up, clearly, what are you doing with my wife? Off we went, and we started dancing, and then everybody else that was stood around gawping decided, let's get up and dance. So I started the party in this club on Thursday evening. Had a whale of a time, 2 hours worth of dancing, my feet were on fire. And I got home for about 10:30, having been out drinking from 1:30, longish day. I proceeded to order a takeaway, which consisted of doner meat and chicken wings and a burger and chips, which only cost me like $7.99. But could I eat it all? Clearly not. But it filled a hole. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because when I go out drinking in town, I always ask the barman in the bar, what rums do you do? What rums do you do? So in this bar, Head of Steam, went in, there's a whole shelf of rums, about 6 or 7 different rums. So I was like, oh, what are these rums? I said, well, can you just tell me about these rums? I like to try new rums. And exactly, this is the thing, Hurt Cupboard. Usual nights out that start at 10:30, end at 6 a.m. When you're out drinking at 1, You know, you're in bed for well, you're at least at home for 10:30. It feels like a reasonable night out, you know, or day out. No late shenanigans. But anyway, so I asked this guy in a head of steam, what's on the menu? Bar. Oh, we do Kraken. I was like, I've had Kraken, thank you. I want something different. And they said, oh, have you tried Old Jay's Spiced Tiki Fire? And I said, no, what the hell's that? He said, oh, well, it's a spiced, because I said I like spiced rums. It's a spiced rum. I said, that's a good start. And it's overproof. So I thought, oh, I've drunk overproof rum, it's not a problem. You know, a bit of pineapple grenade, 64%. Ray Nephew, about 63-ish or whatever it is. I said, yeah, not a problem. I'll have a single. You know, I'm not going to go too mad. And he says, yeah, but just be very careful because it's 75%. I said, what? 75%? 151 proof? I was like, oh my God. That is the strongest rum I've ever seen. I'll have a single. Definitely have a single. So I had a single with Coke, and it tasted delicious. Didn't taste. This is the deadly thing about these kind of rums, really. It didn't taste like it was going to kill you. It tasted like a spiced rum. Delicious. Notes of vanilla, notes of toffee. Delicious. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because I ordered this rum, and it's £42 a bottle. And it should be, all things being even, it better be, arriving in time for the anniversary stream. Because that is the rum that I will be drinking during the anniversary stream. Clearly in moderation, else I end up passed out on the desk. We're talking about a rum that I tried when I was out on Thursday, Shelley. It's called Old Jay Spiced Tiki Fire. 75% is the strength of it. I've ordered some, and we're going to be drinking it on Friday during the party stream. In moderation. My usual heavy hand that pours out triple shots won't be quite so heavy. Does it even taste good? And that's what I was saying, because anything you think that would taste that's that strong would taste like crap, but it actually tasted really nice, like a proper spiced rum. You know, you could taste the spices, the vanilla, the flavours, and certainly a single shot of it with quite a bit of Coke in it. It just tasted like a normal rum. So I'll try a double shot to start with a bit less Coke to see if it really has that potent flavour, that potent kind of kick, and then I'll tone it down for the rest of the stream. I think I should buy a bottle of Morgan Spice just in case as a backup for something a bit milder at 37.5% or whatever it is, Captain Morgan's. So yes, so I'm giving you forewarning in advance that we're going to be on the overproof rum on Friday. Anyway, so that should be fun. Should be fun indeed. I shall have my crown and no clothes. Oh, now that's a sight for sore eyes. No, it's not. That's the wrong saying, because that means it's a good sight. It's what's the saying for a bad sight? I don't know. I've forgotten. This is me sober. Oh dear. Anyway, that's my flim flam for the day. Just name the episode Damo's New Clothes. So as for the party stream, just to finish off, yes, it's on Friday, of course, at 6 o'clock sharp. I shall be compiling the final agenda tomorrow, including any research. I have my agenda finalised now. Still time for last-minute suggestions, of course, but it's going to be a stream of interaction. Lots of interactive stuff going on. I say lots, there's a handful. Are you going to be there? Are you going to miss most of the drunkenness? Oh. I'll let you off, Nagisa. I'll let you off. At least you're going to be there for the first 4 hours. I mean, given the strength of the alcohol, I might still be drunk after 2. Ah, dear. Anyway, welcome back once again. It's been a little while, but we're back in the realm of Westeros here in the Stormlands, to be more precise, and to be even more precise, the High Lordship of the Rainwood. What time do you think for the stream? Starts at 6 p.m. British summertime, so an hour earlier, an hour and a half earlier than this stream, an hour earlier than my usual 7 o'clock streams, and it will go until I can no longer function, or we have decided that it's a good time to end, whichever comes first. Anyway, so I've done my little bit of note-taking, and there wasn't that much to take notes on, actually, because everything is quite nice and neat at the minute, to the point where us trying to progress any further might require a bit of thinking, because we'll get to that anyway. So, here he is. I always think, oh, it's a fine fella. We're fat now, don't forget, remember? We are... apparently that CK2 Game of Thrones mod is coming out on the same day of the party stream. So we might, depending on how I feel, boot it up for a quick spin through for about half an hour during the party stream. So that'll be quite cool. So we'll do a bit of a spin through of CK3 Game of Thrones mod, have a quick look around. I'll be completely noobish at it because I haven't played CK3 for ages, but you know, we can have a poke around, look at stuff, and it'll be quite nice to explore it together, I think. So that's going to be on the agenda. So yes, the weather's been crap in the north here too. It's been rubbish, absolutely rubbish. In fact, for the past week, maybe just less, we've had the heating off during the evening because the sun's been shining through, heats my room up, certainly I'm moving warm. My mum's got an electric blanket, so she doesn't need it. So that's it's been quite mild, and I haven't had to put the heating on. But today I came home and I was like, oh, I'm actually cold. Hence why I'm addressing you. So the heating's come back on today to warm the house up a bit. And Mum is doing fine. Mum is doing fine. As fine as you can be with the ailments that she's got, bless her. But yeah. Right then. So where do we start? We start with our focus, because we have currently got a rulership focus because we were looking at helping the Blue Grove to get its negative traits removed. We've got rid of 2 of them, but we haven't got rid of the highway robber band or the incompetent ruler. So I think we may keep this for a little bit longer, but we will be switching at some point, given the fact that we have clearly like our food, because we've grown fat and we are now a gregarious sort. I'm thinking that carousing is a good focus for us now. I think we're turning into a jovial fella, a jovial fat fella. We've got many friends, clearly a well-liked person, and my wife is telling me that now that you're a High Lord, inviting these fellow High Lords and council members of the Storm's End Council to any sort of feasts and stuff is a good way to build links, build relations, network, collaborate, and all those kind of things that you do at work. All the buzzwords, you know. And we are trying to lose weight, but it doesn't mean we can't put on a good show for other people, does it? So, we'll see. We'll have to get involved in more tournaments. Maybe that'll help us lose weight. If only for our poor horse's sake. We've only lost 10 fighting combat. I'm eager to see. It would be hilarious if in our next tournament that we enter, we win it. I'm going to put that down to putting weight on, having more weight behind the lance. You know, one blow and poof, they go flying. and they try to knock me off, and my immense now heavy build makes it so that I'm a bit more sturdy on the whole. Poof, glancing blow, pal. Glancing blow. Extra padding. Maybe we could start going out hunting to lose weight. We could maybe go out, start hunting to lose weight, but I think carousing. I'm thinking carousing. How much does he want to lose weight? That's the question. I personally want him to lose weight, but does he really want to lose weight? A man that is slothful, gregarious, greedy, is he going to lose weight? Are we being honest here? Is a man with those traits going to be hell-bent on losing weight? He's never won a tournament where he's been in peak physical condition. He's probably thinking, what the hell have I been keeping myself in shape for all these years for? I've still not won a flipping tournament. Why bother? So we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not going to force him to be I'm not going to force the issue and have him be overly fat if I can help it. But I think carousing is definitely going to be the next focus. If we haven't got rid of the Blue Girls maladies by us turning 40, we're changing to carousing anyway. Because life begins at 40, or so I'm assured. I'll let you know in about a month's time. Because I'll be there myself. It's my 40th next month. Ooh, say it quietly. Say it very quietly. Ooh. So, yes, new focus. Now, apparently, we were made the master of ships not so long ago. We were stripped of our marshal title at Storm's End. We were made master of ships. And I think some people are still under the impression that we were still master of ships. Hello? No, we're not. We've been fired from that position now as well. Master of ships, the Lord Admiral, is now Lord Duran of Cape Wrath, who is one of my allies, I think. So we are not the Admiral either. We are no longer on the council, funnily enough. And this happens far too often for our liking. We are still the cupbearer and a commander, just not on the council. Not deemed important enough. Yeah, we're only the third most powerful vassal. You know, we only lent her or her family money in the past. You know, oh no. Perhaps Lady Maris is well clued up on who pulls the strings in my relationship, and she's more fearful of my wife than me. It's like, okay, he's got a wife that's very dangerous. We shan't have him on the council. He can be a commander. So yeah, we're no longer master of ships. Well, not master of ships, but Lord Admiral, to be more precise. Master of ships is obviously the master of the ships on the small council. In other news, we have another grandchild. We've got 2 grandkids at age 37. Just picture that. Just picture this, people. Imagine me, who's older than that, by only a couple of years, being a grandfather. Somebody call me a granddad at this age, I'd flip it, I'd chop the tongue out, I'm telling you. Who are you calling a granddad? Your 2-year-old grandson. Only he can call me it. Good Lord, it's outrageous. But anyway, my eldest child, who I had at 17, has also had young children. So yes, I am a granddaddy at 37. I was a granddaddy at 34, which is ridiculous. But anyway, so Sir Edric, my darling son, heir to my throne, has had Cameron Topcliffe, a second child, who is a genius. It'd be quite nice to play as Cameron. Not that I'm wishing ill upon the non-genius Brindamere, because it's quite a nice name. But, yeah, Cameron, his more competent younger brother, might cause some problems down the line. Alternatively, might be in our control if something happens to a little Brindamere. I really like Brindamere. It reminds me of the Lake District. Anyway, so that is another grandchild for us to keep an eye on. Clearly being tutored by my son in the Rainwood. Therefore, he will be good at building things out of wood. So that's him. Oh, and speaking of that, there was also another point to make. Basically, look who's tutoring my son's children, aka my grandchildren. Look who's tutoring them. I thought this was quite a little nice link. I hate the word segue. It's another corporate term which I don't like very much. Benedict. Maester Benedict. Benedict of Branty? Heritage, perhaps? Let's hope not. Premature death alert. So yeah, Maester Benedict. I thought it was quite cool. Disaster inbound, exactly. So Benedict, the Maester, is tutoring our kids, our grandkids, to be completely and utterly useless inquisitors, maybe. Who knows? Another interesting little fact, or not as the case may be, my son Edric is married to Lady Joanna of the Rainwood. Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Wrong child. Let's go again. Lord Elquist, my younger child. They've both got 666 prestige. They start with an insane amount of prestige. No, I don't think they are a child of destiny, because the other one has got the same prestige, to be honest. Do all kids not start with that amount of prestige nowadays? Have you got any kids? I thought maybe it was just a family, like a family thing. Look, he's got 666 prestige as well, and so's him. So I don't think it is a child of destiny. I think it's just a chance. I think it's just coincidence, and maybe being the grandchild of a lord gets you that many prestiges. I mean, it's a lot of prestige to start with, to be honest, considering that it's only 1,000 to become exalted amongst men. So it seems a bit high, but hey, maybe it's 2 child of destinies in the waitings. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what what happens if it is. I'm sure we'll find out. Right, I'm trying to figure out something here. So basically, Lady Caron of the Parchments, who we betrothed Elquist to get an alliance or something. Did we? Why did we betroth my son to her? There was a particular reason, and I can't remember. I can't remember why we married her or betrothed my son to her. Oh, I think it was for an alliance. She had a different name, but her father was a Follard. But not. It was. There was something. I seem to recall that she had a different name, but the father or the mother, second father, had an alliance that we were interested in. It might have been the second mother. I don't know. Anyway, we're betrothed to her. That's all that matters. Why did we betroth? I can't remember. Why didn't you put it in the history, in the chronicle? Because I forgot. It could be important. You should be chronicling everything. Yeah, well, I forgot. Not a reference to the real chronicle that's been constructed. Of course, this is the makeshift chronicle in Amberley, where clearly, when you get married or have children, somebody, a maester somewhere, should be writing these things down, clearly. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, not that I think it's going to help us, but anybody that's got more brains than me might be able to use this in our favour down the line. But her father is this man, Lord Perkin of Woodmere. What's important about him? Well, he is the Count of Woodmere, and therefore a vassal of the man that ripped the Rain House away from us. I don't know the importance of that, unless we were going to perhaps use our slight relationship with this man to maybe get him on our side, so that we might want to invite him into a plot against his liege. I don't know, to incite a revolt against his liege lord, which for him would be directly the king, in the hope that the king imprisons him and strips him of his titles. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. Could be an important thing. The plot thickens. I know. Probably going above our head, even as a genius. Not a very intriguing genius. It's not gone above my wife's head, though, clearly. Did you know that our son is betrothed to the daughter of the Lord of Windermere? Oh, what's the importance of that? Come on now. Pooh for brains. Who is it that's taken the rain house from us? Oh, is that so? Oh, I see where you're going with this, yes. So another one of your little schemes, is it? It might be. In other news, an interesting thing, we could do it, but it's going to take a lot of people in the plot, and would we be so hell-bent? I mean, we are stubborn, so maybe we would be. But we could successfully, if nobody blabs, plot to kidnap my brother back. Remember my brother who I was going to send to the wall, and we tried to imprison him and he fled? We could get him back with a kidnap plot. I'm kind of intrigued to see how it works just because I've never done it before. But it would require quite a few people. So I'm debating whether or not that is something that we're that hell-bent on doing. Just to send him to the wall. I mean, he's out of our court now, so perhaps we should just let him be. He's not done anything to us, really. He's just a cowardly shy man. I mean, he is actually a commander now, which might help straighten him out a bit. But anyway, so interesting. We'll see how that develops and see whether my mood changes down the line. Master at Arms. Yes, and finally my Master at Arms. We're going to swap him from training children to organising the army or training his troops, one or the other. Once we have finished with our son, Elquist, and Dumbledore too. But for now we're more focused on getting our kids a good handle on fighting. Speaking of which, I think we'll have Dumbledore educated by his mother for now. It's fine. Okay, so with 69 gold in the tank, I noticed your comment earlier, Nagisa. How very childish of you. Yeah, just remember to go into Carousing a bit later and change my Master at Arms, although that's not going to happen this session, because we won't be getting through 7-8 years in one session, clearly. So we'll carry on and see what happens. So for now, as I said, we're kind of at not a lost end, really, but we're struggling to think of a way to get the Rain House in a means that's not overly convoluted, and I don't see us having eyes on further expansion in lands across the Stormlands. It's going to be difficult for us to hold them for a start, and just to start randomly fabricating claims on neighbours, some of which we have helped in the past, is a bit much. I mean, Cape Wrath could be one, but I think we're allied with them now anyway. So that would make no sense. No, we're not allied with them, actually. Simply because there was a bit of a history with our family and Cape Wrath, if you remember, or Estamont at least. One of my family members, female, was stripped of the title, if you seem to, before she was executed or killed or died in suspicious circumstances. So there's a slight bit of family history down here. So we might feel entitled to exact some form of revenge if we felt so strongly, which I don't think we do, to be honest. Anyway, the people of the Rainwood, including my own son, are humbled by my generosity. I mean, even I am humbled by my own generosity, actually. It's quite a surprise to me sometimes how generous I really am. Adam Caswell the Young. So let's have a quick whistle-stop tour of the lands around us. Don't forget we had a death in Dawn. The Prince Lewin has come into power when the previous ruler died in a duel. a duel for honour, and she clearly lost out there. So we've got Adam the Young, who is now 15. He's survived childhood, still in charge of the Reach. He's respected, which is very nice for him. Still got the Eagle in charge, now age 50. Lannister. We've still got this child king, King Stefan, who we've suddenly taken a dislike to because he's got some of our land and stopped our liege from taking it back, if you remember. She went to war for that land and he told her to stop, and she white-pieced, which is very annoying. We've got Arwood the Quiet still in charge of there, and we've got what's happening up here. Got Paramount Osric still 12. My child is going to get... my son Elchrist is modest and humble, never showing off or bragging. Thank the gods for his virtues. That's no way to get ahead. Quietly encourage him to be humble. We're not exactly... We're not proud ourselves, but being gregarious, ambitious... I don't see us as being an... I don't think us being like an overly braggy type of guy, but I think being humble, humility, perhaps as we're getting older and with our wife's corruption, I think perhaps we're going to encourage him to be a bit less humble. Yes, shout about your achievements. Because if we were to win a tournament, nobody'd hear their flipping end of it. I tell you, the amount of time we've been waiting for one. So let's see. He can get proud, he could lose humble, or he could get no effect. Let's see, I'll look at him. So he's currently got humble. He's gained proud instead. We're at war again! Oh, you were just saying that you were more humble. Yeah, that was my son's opinion of me. What was that little message we got about our humility or whatever? Yeah, oh, very humble me, yes. Clearly. No, be proud. Be proud of your achievements. Sing about them in not an overly braggy kind of way. So, basically, we're at war. What is this war that we are at war in? Queen Tiana's claim on the Iron Throne. Who is this Queen Tiana? Who is she and how is she related? He looks like a Northman. He looked... That's quite funny. He actually... I didn't see that. Just from his portrait, from when we saw that, I was like, he looks like a Northman. You know, I didn't quite go so far saying a Starkman, but he looked like a Northerner. Bang on. He couldn't look less like a Stark if he tried. Anyway, so she is... Who is she? Oh, she's the older sister to Stefan. Clearly that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. She's probably going to have the North support, though. Married to a Stark, you would imagine, maybe. So we're going to... I could remain neutral. I could support the throne. I can... Okay. Just kind of towing the party line a bit now, because we're not best pleased with the king at the minute. But that being said, we don't really wish to do anything that's going to get us into hot water. We know what happened to our father. These lords have the power to do nasty things. So we could sit on the fence. But we're kind of a bit snookered, really, because we are... kind of feel like because we're the commander of the Stormlands, we're in command. We're actually commanding the army, so I kind of feel I'll command the armies, but, you know, Rainhouse, Rainwood or whatever will remain neutral. I think we're going to support the throne, to be honest. It may come back to reward us down the line, who knows. Just remember who your allies were, Stefan, when you're thinking about who to give the Rainhouse to next. I do wonder if we remained neutral, if we would have been able to wage war. I don't think so. because technically speaking, we're not independent, really. Oh, he's got a picture now. He's got a picture. Look like the previous king, which is they're all family, so should look similar, shouldn't they? Okay, so Elquist, Lord Elquist, is being very stubborn when he plays with other children. Well, being stubborn hasn't really done me any detriment, has it? Apart from the fact that I stubbornly continue to chase my gambling losses and almost bankrupted us. Yes, I stubbornly continue to enter tournaments even though I've been unhorsed many a time. Yes, clearly got me very far, hasn't it? But no, sometimes being stubborn is a good thing, child. So yeah, you be stubborn. So basically we're turning our child into us. So he's slothful, just like us. Oh, he's got a picture. He's got amber hair. He's got amber bloody hair. He's greedy, just like us. He's proud. Oh, we haven't got the proud trait. We're kind of a proud person. And he's stubborn, just like us. 3 of our traits. 4 if you include genius. Clearly, a chip off the old block. The amber gene has resurfaced. Right, Elquist, Edric, sorry, game over for you. Off you go, banished to the wall. Elquist is now in charge. Clearly. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We'll see how when's his birthday? 21st of first moon. So we'll see when he turns 16. See what he turns out like. This will be cool. Because he's not looking too bad at the minute. Not quite as good as his brother, who's pretty awesome. Oh, he's back again. He's developing an arbitrary streak. No, just like me, just like your mother, show ambition. Go after your ambitions with a stubbornness, and you shall achieve what you wish to achieve. Did he get stubborn? No, he got arbitrary. Bugger. Did I misclick? I think it was just a random chance. Okay, he's not ruling, so justice doesn't matter. It would have been great if he got ambitious. Ambitious are great for the stats, isn't it? But never mind. I don't want to hear about other lords that are divvying up titles. When it's somebody give me my title. Right, okay, the Justice Committee Law, whatever that is. Right, where am I? I'm leading troops in Bywater. I'm here. Well, there I am. So Orton the Exile has arrived at my court, and of the House Lips variety. Oh, another Lips, is it? Unfortunately for you, your name is not as entertaining as your predecessors, who give us many a laugh in times gone by. I was going to kick you out of my court, but seeing as you're a Lips, even though you're serving no purpose to me because you're utterly useless, I'm going to keep you. Just for your name. What have you named your child? Kennard Lips. You need to think more closely about what you name your kids. Okay? Could make him the court fool. Should we send our court clown away once again? Is Sansa still in our court? Should we do it for a laugh? Should we just do it for a laugh? We're not over our court limit, but just because it's become a what's the word? What's the flipping word? She's here. Was it her? No. She's here. She's here. The blushing. It's become a tradition. That's what I was looking for. It's become a tradition. At least once a stream. We have to kick her out. Her husband... Oh, I thought her husband was blind. Her husband died. Right, off you go. But I reckon... Don't just think that stupid wig is going to confuse me. Out! I've told you 3 times already. Be gone with you. I feel bad. There's a Lady Shira. Yes, there is a Lady Shira too. Okay, my ward, Jenna. So this is the ward that I was asked to look after by one of my friends. She punched her son. Her son? She punched her son in the face. Oh, the cook's son. Sorry. The kid shows spirit. Beat her into being calm. Encourage her to be more patient. Pray for her son. Okay. Yeah, we're not. We don't like bad tempers. That leads to rash decisions. So yeah, encourage her to just be more patient, lady. Don't go punching cook's kids in the face. Another Septon dead. Oh, she's back. She's back. She's back again. As is a job offer. It's like a Groundhog Day situation, is this? What day is it? Sure, we've been here before. Sansa the Blushing has returned. What has she got? What disguise has she got on today? Dothraki face? Braids in the hair? Jingling things? Ding, ding, ding. It's you again. No, it's not me. No, I am... Dothraki name. Goat. Lover. Don't know. It's you, Sansa, isn't it? No, not me. No, I'm Dothraki. I come from across the narrow sea. All right, come on in then. I'll let you off again. Oh, they fooled them again. Okay, what is it this time, love? Appoint counsellor. Oh, hi, Admiral again. Go. She wants to make. I don't know where it came from. She is giving us the job of the High Admiral again. Is this for keeps this time, or is it until you change your mind? I don't know, for the third time. Fine. Not going to say no to be on the council, of course. Right. Where am I? Where's my big beard? There I am, Lord Admiral. Right. Let me get to work now in peace, when I finish commanding these troops, clearly. So I'm commanding troops, and I'm supposed to be managing ships. A man of many talents. Ooh. Yes, a very grave miscommunication. Okay, so this war has just got started. There's actually an internal war going on in the Cape Wrath area, defending against Lord Walter of Estamont in Estamont War for Theo's claim on Cape Wrath. So there's a bit of an internal struggle going on in Cape... Yeah, if we were to take any more lands, I think Cape Wrath is definitely the high lordship that we would set our sights on. Obviously, geographically speaking, but given those kind of family ties to the land, as brief as it might have been. If we wanted to expand our horizons a bit. So Osmond Errol, the guy that knocked me flying in the tournament, has expressed a desire to get married. I will find him someone. Marry as you please. No, marry as you please. Can't be asked. I'm a slothful man. You think me finding wives for all of my courtiers is on the top of my list of things to do? Clearly not. Go find your own wife, but I give you my blessing. As winner of the tournament, that shall be your prize. Go claim your queen. Lord Abbot of Lockport is trying to usurp my title. Narbot of Lockport. Really? Really? Lord Narbot of Lockport. Okay, so for a start, where's Lockport? Oh. Down here, you say? My friend, Lord Narbut. Is that it? Make him disappear. Tired. No, we'll let it be. We'll let it be. Let's see if he gets a strong claim. Good old friend of mine. We shall be having words. No claims yet. It's fine. Maybe it was a bit of miscommunication. Right, my son, Dumbledore, needs an education focus. He's going to be tutored by my wife. What do we reckon? What do we reckon for my youngest child? We got well, we can't do any of the learning ones, but we got other things. Magic focus, obviously. Wizardry. What is the best way to get wizardry? Duty, thrift, pride, struggle, etiquette, humility. Duty. Guards and retainers. Artisans and merchants. Mathematics and invention. That could be good. Pride is noblemen and councillors. Struggle, own devices. Courtiers, no. Service and humility. I'm kind of thinking thrift. Make him a maester. How can we make him a maester? That'd be quite cool, because that's not something we've done. If we train him in mathematics and invention, it would be a perfect maester, wouldn't he? I think we'll go with thrift. Is having my wife tutor him a good thing? I mean, he might come out very scheming. But as somebody has just said, Dumbledore was quite a schemer, wasn't he? Quite a scheming man. Indeed he was. Make him high learning, then send him to the Citadel. Oh, let's see if that can happen. But then we lose him, right? We lose him. Okay, so Karen owes me a favour. Now, apparently, Karen has got a debuff which prevents him from joining factions, although that might have ended now. So if we wanted to start a faction again to put somebody else on the throne, such as, I don't know, my son's wife, Durandon lady, we could probably force him to join the faction now. And between him and us, we'd have more than 50% of the levy that she does. Really interesting. We're not quite so unhappy with her at the minute. We actually have got a little bit of respect back for her, because she did try to push the claim for the Rain House, which we are certain that she would have given to us. If you have your son educated by a maester, they may ask to become one themselves. They're reading Harry Potter in French. Wow, that is quite an achievement. Funnily enough, I've just started listening to... I got up to the third book when I last started up the series, the books again, about a year ago. I listened to the first two quite quickly, and then I stopped at the third one and just kind of fell out of sync again. But I started up again 2 days ago, so I'm halfway through the third book now. Because I thought I'm going to go through the books again. I wonder why. I thought it'd be a good idea to go through the books again. I wonder why. I do wonder. Anyway, cryptic messages, not so much cryptic there. Right. Anyway, what we're doing? We're currently at war. We're in command. We are stood around doing nothing. The last time we were in command, we were stood around doing nothing. We're going to get a bad name for ourselves. The commander that does nothing. I'm slothful. I'm just chilling out, surveying the battlefield. Yeah, there is no battlefield there. In fact, there's a pox quite close to us. Lord Morris wrote me a letter. Yes, I like to talk to people, get to know people there. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Oh. So is that now the way to learn a foreign language? Read Harry Potter in that language. That's the curriculum has changed since I was at school. Perhaps if I had something like that to keep me entertained when I was learning French, I might have been more fluent, rather than knowing how to ask for directions and say my name is Damien. That's about it. That's all I can remember. Je m'appelle Damien. Je voudrais. Is that I would like? That might be I would like. Je voudrais is I would like, isn't it? Où est? Where is? My memory's failing me. Je m'appelle Joe. Jim Apple Joe. J'habite Leeds, en Angleterre. Or to quote Eddie Izzard, what does he say? Because he does some of his sketch, and I can't remember which stand-up it is, in French. In fact, he did a whole stand-up in French. Did Eddie Izzard? He can speak French, you see, quite fluent French. And he did a whole one of his stand-ups. He did it completely in French, but in one of them he did a particular skit in French, and it was to do with a table, a monkey, a mouse, and a cat, I like to say. It was quite funny. Anyway, Google it. It is very funny. It's got a bit. I say Doolally old Izzard, isn't it? It's was it running to be an MP or something recently? From comedian to MP, yes, or a councillor. I'm sure he was running to be either an MP or a councillor recently. Very distant cousins. Oh, that's very cool. Muggles in French is mundus. Running marathons, yeah. He tried for a Labour seat in Sheffield Central. Oh, that was it, yeah. Oh, what's happening now? Oh, for God's sake, who's this? Request council support from Simon Penrose. Oh, I will owe you a favour. Oh, Simon Penrose? Is that the same Penrose who left my court? Is that him? That same Penrose with a very neatly shaped beard, might I say, Mr. Penrose? Is that you, sir? You lunatic, gonorrhea, pox-ridden fool? No, I don't think I wish to collaborate with you. But he could hardly turn down the offer from the Lord or Lady Paramount, I suppose. But that's not the bloody point, is it? Hogwarts in the Hungarian translation is called Roxfort. Ah. City 1-0 up against Bayern. Oh, the Champions League is back on. What is Penrose's position on the council? I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. To hell with Penrose and anything to do with the Penroses. He is one of the only few non-landed people on it. He's a master at arms. Oh, that's the fella. Yeah, the job that I wanted. Oh, I get to command some flipping ships. Whoopee-doo. I knew there was a reason I didn't like you, and that's precisely it. Come on, Marshal. Bloody... God. Penrose, my arse. We're not bitter at all. Maybe we should put this Durandon on the throne quicker than I thought we would need to do so. Right, we're missing a sworn shield. We must have lost one. So, who's... Shira. I don't know how good she is, but she must be above 40 to be eligible. And simply because she has the name Shira, we're going to bring her in. She's got 40. Almost like a nod to the Shiras of the times gone by. She did us well, did Lady Shira Errol. Perhaps this Lady Shira will be similar and maybe save my life even. Who knows? Yeah, I did French at school and it was pretty dull. It was pretty dull. You know, you learn from a textbook, basically. We didn't do a great deal. You know, I'm sure even I could concoct a much more fun way to learn French than what we did. which was basically just, turn to page 222, we're going to learn about past participle verbs. Okay. Sounds like a right corker of a session in store today, chaps. Oh, past participle. Let's crack on. Bloody hell. I'll never forget it. Because you had to do an oral test, you had to do a written test, written comprehension test, an oral test, a speaking test, and a listening test. That were the 3 different tests that you had to do in French. And then you got the combined scores together and you get your grade. And adapt his ideas, please. I never forget, I did my oral test on my hamster. I had a hamster at the time, so I was talking about my hamster. I had no clue what I was saying, but I did my best. Anyway, I got a C in French, so I passed, which was good enough for me. I could fumble my way through a conversation. Clearly not now, I've completely forgotten. But anyway. Septon Glandon. We owe him nothing, or we can agree to pay him. No, we're greedy. We're not exactly rich, and there's a distrust of septons around this family. I don't know why. I think it might be because your grandfather was robbed blind by him. Oh, right. Yeah, that's why. I knew there was a reason. Oh! Lord Theo has actually usurped the title of Cape Wrath. Well, would you credit that? You usurping fella, you. Lady Cassandra Errol, an Errol person. I almost feel like we've probably got a family member somewhere nearby here. We've got a family member, Glendon, Storm. We've got a family member somewhere married into this family. There's Oris. There's Damon of the Wendwater. Lady Janira, Lanera, Tysan. There's some family members in there somewhere mixed in. I can quite assure you. But anyway, we've got a new Lord of the Cape Wrath. Let's carry on with this. We've got a war going on here, which we are winning quite easily. Where are we? Are we still in command? Where the hell are they taking us? I'm going here. What the hell are you doing to me, love? What am I doing? She's done it again. She's sacked me again. You've shipped me off to Volantis in a boat and she sacked me whilst I'm gone. Oh, we're taking her down. I've had enough of this. We're taking her down. We're taking her. I can't have this now. What we're telling our son: be a proud man, son. Be proud. How can we be proud? She's making a laughing stock of us. Absolute laughing stock. This is a step too far now. Complete step too far. More suitable. Who is more suitable? I'm not having it. Absolutely not having it. She's treating us like a flipping doormat. She's sending us to the doom of Valyria. It's probably to die. Why are we going there? There's no war here. Where are we now? I don't know. Is this real? Is this real? There is definitely a war going on. I mean, we do have some lands over here, but not in Volantis. Why? Right, where am I? Leading troops in Sar Lorulis. I'm all the way up here. Who am I besieging in Lululus? Flipping hell, she sent us well away. We might meet the Amber Company on the way. Chief, we have had reports from the far north of Westeros that the wall has fallen to the wildlings again. Oh, shock horror. The imperious Lady Mariah. So we've got quite a lot of troops over here. Ooh, let's have a look at him. Let's have a look at him. He got a skilled commander education. Oh, he could have been our final bodyguard, couldn't he, in the end? But look at him. He's there. He's a powerful vassal, but clearly it's fine because he's our son. Loves us to bits. 17 martial ability. Not bad. Not bad at all. An arbitrary, stubborn, but proud and greedy and slothful individual, but has a bit of a spark about him when it comes to anything intellectual. Let's have a look at his wife. This is Lady Caron of Parchment. She turned out to be utterly useless. Craven. But she's a family woman, so hey, have lots of kids. Knock yourselves out. I want more grandkids. At age 38. Just so people can continue to call me an old fool. In these times, 38 probably was old. Right, he's got, yeah, skilled command. That's good. Okay. Lord Widron Mandley demanded a tribal combat from his captor Lady Paramount Mariah Stark, but was slayed at the hands of his opponent Carlon. Carlon with his 60 fighting ability. Him, well, clearly with his 0 fighting ability now because he's dead. Mandley bites the dust. Oh dear. Some bad news. When we return from this war, we have things to plan. Because we are not happy at all with how we have been treated by these Baratheons. My family has suffered at the hands of these people for the last time. The rise of the Durandons. I'm now here. I'm sure this is a glitch. We can't have come back here so fast. We're now here. What's happening? I thought we were here, and now we're here. Fast travel. Yeah. 20,000 men just sat here doing nothing. Okay, Mr. Tudbury, arrange a reward. A grant of land. No, no, no. I hate that they keep coming to you with this reward stuff. Because we're greedy now, and I don't think we'll be giving out coins willy-nilly every time somebody asks for it or whatever, but we're suffering now negative relationship penalties every time we say no to somebody. And they're going to ask more than once. It's rather annoying. He'll be dead soon. Command of the Shadow Tower. Lord Commander Andrew Flowers has usurped the title Command of the Shadow Tower. Okay. Right, we're here now. We're a bit closer to home. Still not moving though. We are the commander that never moves. We've been making no wonder she's sacking us. I wonder if we're like that in the council meetings, just sat there quietly. Do you think we should do something? I don't think so. Oh, we've lost him. We've lost him. Our tournament victor has finally passed. Oh no. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Right, so that means we're going to be short of a commander and short of a master at arms. Let's have Elquist come in. Let's have our son come in. Right, train the kids. Are you good at training kids? Not really. That'll do for now. We'll have him come in. Keep it in the family. And we need to now also have a captain of the household guard, which would be somebody that's got some fighting ability. I think we need to hire a new captain of the household guard. I would suggest. I think it must be based on fighting ability rather than based on martial ability. Let's have a peek. Right, we're going to look for a Stormlander. High culture. There we go. We'll start with high fighting men. Ooh, Ralph Buckler, 54. He's already stressed, but hey. 35. No. Edwin Durandon. Oh. 85. Oh, the Durandons are strong within our court, I feel today. Yes. Not that we're trying to say anything, of course, by this, but he looks like he would make a very good commander of the household guard with an 85 ability. Let's just make sure there's nobody else that's got a higher. A bit 105, but he can't come. 105. Okay. Hear me out, people. I'm sensing a slight plan. A slight money-making scheme. I think we trawl the land for the next Willem of Gold Hollow, a man with epic fighting ability that's willing to come to our court, and we utilise him as a cash cow. The tournament specialist. Place bets on him at every turn. Has to be unlanded, because when he dies that means it passes to us, whereas if they're landed it seems to pass to the family. You know. Would our pride stand for that? Well, it depends if we enter the tournament or not. If it's a major tourney, we'd have to enter it, but if it's like a regional tourney, we might forego a regional tourney or two. Just attend as a spectator. Anyway, that's not the purpose of inviting somebody today. The purpose is to find a captain of the guard. 75, 60, minus 35. Yeah, I think that 75 is not bad either. Sir Galadon. 65. If only you could search by personal combat. Be quite cool. Otherwise it's a very long process this. So off camera I'm probably going to do this. I think it'd be quite cool. Put our feelers out and find ourselves a suitable man. But for now we have somebody that's an 85 fighting ability, which is decent, to lead the household guard, and even better, he's a Durandon. He should be the third Durandon second in our court. My son is married to one as well. He's got a regional tourney third place and a small tourney win. Bit of history when it comes to tournaments. So that's quite good. So he's coming. So what would make a really good fighting stat? What's like a really good trait to look for some really good fighters? I mean, martial would be pretty decent. Let's just go any culture for a second. Just intrigued here. This is the realm. Yeah, okay. Let's go and see here. Very quick cursory. Just look down this list. 75. Arston Errol. Didn't he win No, he didn't win a tournament. I don't want to invite too many competent people because they could enter the same tournaments that we do, and look what happened last time. That wasn't good. So, you know. 60 minus 35. 60, 30. It's like pick the fighter from the portrait. Who looks like a fighter? I mean, he doesn't look like he can fight, but look at him. He's quite competent. So he's got giant. So anybody with the giant would be a good bet. Let's see how many giants are out there. How many giants? 30, 35, 35. Okay. Quite cool. Picking the giants of the realm to fight in the tournaments for earn us some coin. Don't know how well a giant on a horse would work. Would that work? A giant on a horse? Poor horse would be crying out in mercy for mercy. 55, 70. It's quite addictive, is this? Not for you to watch, I'm afraid, but okay, that's fine. So before the next session, I'll have a bit of a troll through at my own leisure there and see if we can nab ourselves an able tournament guy. See if we can earn some coins. We're greedy. We want money. Search for the trait Brave. How much does that give you? I search for Brave. I get nothing but brave people. 25. What does Brave give you? Brave gives you 20. Oh! I have made another friend from my endeavours in the battlefield. Lord Royce Grandison of Grandview. We have become brothers in arms. I mean, look at the state of this. I've never known anybody have so many flipping friends. A very likeable fella. Ah, excellent. Come and be my captain of the household guard. Very good, very good. Oh, and actually, we have made another brother in arms. The Lord of Cape Wrath, the recent usurper. Ah, yes. I sense a focus change to carousing coming very soon, with all my newfound brothers in arms after this war is done. I think it's time to start inviting all these friends to some feasts. Yeah, look at them all, queuing up to be my buddy. Oh dear. She met her maker, unfortunately. Right, what's happening here? You still in control? Tancred of Massey's Hook? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Winter is coming to... I didn't realise it was winter. Was it winter? I didn't realise. Command Household Guard. Yes. Improve my levies in Amberley. Defend Amberley. Enforce my will. Improve my levies. Train the small folk. Drill the soldiers. Nothing. Okay, drill the soldiers. We'll just do a bit of soldier drilling for now. Should be fine. How's my little Dumbledore getting on? Poor fighter, conscientious. Not bad. There we go again. My Castellan. Okay, we can owe him a favour. That's our first port of call. Does Joanna Durandon have the bloodline yet? Where would it be? Yes, she does, look. The Durandon bloodline. Durandon. Storm King Duran built Storm's End and won the love of Eleni, the daughter of the sea god and the goddess of wind. Grants a traditional claim on the kingdom of the Stormlands. Lady Joanna. Oh, my brother is actually in combat. Oh, my brother is in combat. Right? Does their son get it? My brother is a commander and has been sent to command. And, being the cowardly fella that he is, shy, cowardly, craven type, what do I do? How do I get out of this? How can I possibly get out of this horrible situation? I don't want to command troops. Oh, I'm ill. Oh, got a touch of the flu. Sorry about that. Can't command troops at the moment. Oh, need a bit of Vicks. Bit of Albus oil. Get your ass back out of the field, pal. Right, anyway. Fake flu nonsense. I got flu. How have you hellas like? Right, do they get it? I don't think so. No, they don't get it. So my kids don't get the bloodline from the mother, apparently. Okay, 57% in this war. We shall continue on for now. We can now also hold a summer fair. 25 gold for a summer fair? No, I don't think so. We're gonna squash that tradition. We're doing charity. It's more than enough. Okay, that can go away for now. And oh, we need to do another bodyguard. Where's my son? Oh, okay, Edwin instead. Oh, my son's not here, is he? My son is on his own court. So Edwin is also going to be a bodyguard. Clearly a capable man. Oh, is that the end of the Starks ruling the north? She's died. Yeah, look at that. Different sigil. Lord Paramount Osric Riswell is now the ruler of the north. Changing of the guard has happened, folks. House Riswell with its 13 living members so far. Let's see if they can do a better job of keeping the wildlings at bay. The old gods return. Oh, indeed they do, look. The old gods. Yes, indeed. Good spot. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing if there's enough bloody 7 god people around. Those southern gods. Right, excellent. So what are we doing? What are we doing? She's pregnant. She's pregnant in her final months. We're about to be a grandfather for the 3rd time. Happy times. 31,000 troops. Just got onto a boat or done something. Where's it gone? Lord Morris. Yes, very nice, Lord Morris. We shall keep in touch. I'm just a bit busy. I'm going on some ships again. Been sent here, there and everywhere, I'm afraid. Oh, we've lost our treasurer. Somebody said he was going to die soon. Not that soon. Right, Eric is the cupbearer of the Rainwood. Eric Harp. Let's bring him in. Seems quite able, capable. Already was our cupbearer, so we trusted him with enough to test for poison. We can trust him enough with the coins of the realm. I think so. Get out there and do your collecting, I'd say. Gotta get those taxes in. This realm won't run itself now. Bloodlines only pass with the father. Barristan is still alive. Good. Depends on the bloodline. Okay. We're just waiting to end this war, and then we're going to start to take a look at what we can do about this Durandon situation. Tax shifted. In fact, we don't have to wait, do we? We could test the water here. Now, we have to pick the right lady to do it. 29%. Where's my favour? Has he still got the... Yeah, he still can't join. Forbidden to join factions. But he doesn't have the debuff. Okay, we'll let that tick a bit longer. We've also got a spy master, my wife, clearly the right person for this job. We can send her to Scheme, which basically encourages nobles to join your faction. So we could send her to the most powerful lord's realm and try to get him to join that way, although he can't join, so we'll have to take him to the second most powerful, who would be... Mr. Tarth, who's actually ruling where? Now, would we send him to Tarth, or would we send her to where he's sat, which is basically in Storm's End? Because he's a counsellor. If a spy master is scheming, they can come up with ways to prevent people joining factions. Okay, we're praising Lord Theo for being a long-serving member of the council. It's a good job, you. Yeah, because she just sacks people for fun. So you clearly she likes you. Yeah, not much appetite for a Durandon, is there? Oh, look, both my sons, liege loyal. Oh, bless them. Yeah, not much appetite here for this. My brother Dickon has got syphilis. Hey, you go out with a mercenary company. God, can you imagine the fun you can have? Sun Goff, hello, good evening, sir. Uh-oh. My wife wants better clothes, better shoes, fine dresses. You can't refuse her anything. Or make them herself. Can you imagine us telling our wife to make the clothes herself? She's got us wrapped around her finger. But she gets extra fertility. I'm potentially lustful from that. No. She lied to us. Give me new clothes. And I've got a treat for you. Ooh, there's 25 goals. Where's my treat? I shall make you a nice soup when you come back from your war. Off with you. I feel like I've been hard done by here. Holy cow. A sudden gurgling. Oh no, I've got diarrhea. Do you know what? We were in command when the pox was nearby, but that was a little while ago now. I mean, I can't see us having the pox right this instant. Measles. Were measles deadly back in the day? Oh, we're going to basically sleep like a bat again. Get rid of these measles. Permission to get married? Yeah, marry as you please. Really couldn't care less. Okay. It was just a short bout of diarrhea. Happens to the best of us. Take a couple of Imodium. It's fine. What a long name you've got, sir. It was the soup. Yeah, it was the soup. Yes, good point. Hang on a second. My wife is working her flipping charms here. What did I tell you? She ain't messing around. I'm sick of the Baratheons just as much as you are. Leave it to me. You go do your little war stuff. Leave the scheming to me. I'll have people joining your factions in a jiffy. Who is it? It's Lord Damon of the Wendwater. Pretty decent. Now let's just be careful here, because we do have him as a ally. That's what she needed the new outfit for. Blackmail the noble, gain leverage, or threaten. This is an ally. You can't do that to an ally. We couldn't do that to an ally. We can't, but we're not here. We're away. She's no mercy here. He's craven, threaten him, blackmail him. Oh, this is so bad. He's an ally. How is he going to be an ally after this? Have we got some? Has she got some dirt on him? Oh, he's a drunkard. I don't know, maybe that's a secret. Maybe that's a secret. Blackmail to release the information about his sordid, drunken night of debauchery. Maybe we got him so drunk. Maybe we tapped into that drunkenness, that he got so drunk, just chewing the fat with our lovely Lady Bethany, that he had one too many, completely forgot what happened that night. You know, as you do, have too much, things are a blur, blackout. And would she be this callous? Would she be this callous that to blackmail him, to say, look, you don't join this faction, I'm gonna tell people what happened that night. Well, what did happen? I can't remember. Oh dear. Wow. Let's just say it involved a haystack and whisperings in the ear. Okay, a bit of light blackmail. Oh, this is so bad. I kind of don't want to do it because, I mean, is this actually going to yield a result? Because I was going to cancel his faction because nobody's going to join it. So we're going to blackmail an ally who's not going to take the strength anywhere near to what we want. But then she could do this again. Oh, my wife is making machinations here. Oh, Wendell of the Westerlands has died. Wendell the Eagle has bit the dust. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And now another hair lip. Most of these places are going to be run by hair lip people. He's got a hair. No, there's another ruler with a hair lip. Was it the king? No, somebody else had a hair lip. Who was it? Was it this guy? Was it the kid? There was another. I'm sure there was another ruler with a hair lip. It might have actually been a local ruler. Anyway, we have a new ruler of the Westerlands. It is Lannister. It's Elaine Lannister. Married to another Lannister, as you would expect. Yeah, one child. Melera Swift of House Swift. Oh. House Swift, you say? She's in a normal marriage. They're both Lannisters. Yeah, they're both Lannisters. The Westerlands ain't going nowhere. Oh dear. Your legalistic nonsense will not be enough to manipulate me. How dare you? I don't know whether to be relieved or not with that one. I think I should send him some money. Sorry, smooth things over. I sent a gift. Sorry about that. So sorry. It was my wife, you see. She just did it without my authority. How dare she? Imprisoned by the High Septon. And of course found guilty. But then released in a show of mercy. How very strange. How very bizarre. Right, this war is almost done. Oh, I thought my wife had pulled a fast one. I thought she'd pulled a fast one. That would have been quite something if she had done. But as it so happens, no fast ones were pulled here. Only slow ones. Very, very slow. Look, and he's now come to my court. So we tried to blackmail him during his visit to our court, and after brushing my wife aside, and we've tried to smooth things over with him, he's now convinced me that, ultimately, do you really wish to carry out this silly nonsense? Because Lady Paramount Maris is really a benevolent and peaceful ruler. I mean, she's held these lands for many a year. I think I think you're barking up the wrong tree, really, if you ask me. Like, yeah, you're right. I think you're perfectly right. Let's end this charade right now. Completely end it right this instant. For now. Damn. Right. Bad news. Oh, troublesome peasants. Oh, God. I've never had this problem before. You've got to be more careful. You've got to have this, you know, this extorting business. You've got to have a bit of subtlety to it. The subtlety of a sledgehammer, as that treasurer apparently. I got the horse and the stable master got the coin. Okay, so he's done some negotiating basically, which has helped us all out very nicely. Right, this war is soon to end. I mean, if we end up with this chappie meeting his demise, a new lord will come into effect, which would then mean that Lady Maris could go to war for this land again, if she so wished to do so, which I'm sure she would, to be honest. Oh, very good, Kyle Hawp. Very good indeed. Yes. Oh. I'm kind of likened to be more inclined to be a little bit more on the extreme side with my acquisition of this rain house. It's very annoying. We cannot be happy with the situation. I mean, as an ambitious man, even if we just had that and all of our land and the parchments, we'd probably be relatively happy. But this, if we go to our deathbed with this situation, be a flippin' stain. Aha! Another friend! A Durandon, no less. Roll up Durandons, come on down. I befriend them, I take them to my court, I welcome them all in feasts. Durandons here, Durandons there, Durandons everywhere. This is the Durandon Inquisition. As in, what's the word to acquisition? Sorry, not Inquisition. Acquisition. Right, we have lost a commander. So clearly somebody's died. Let's get another one. Oh, Edwin. Yes. Bodyguard, commander of the household guard. A Durandon, funnily enough. Oh, what a surprise. We can't make a faction to install ourselves on the Stormlands, no. The only one that comes close to that is to overthrow the monarchy, which would lead to abdicate in favour of a new republic or oligarchy led by Lord Barristan. I don't even know what that does, to be quite honest with you. And then everything else. There was one to... It's not available here, actually, but there was one to fabricate a claim, but we don't meet that either. What's happening now? King Stefan has won. What's happening now? Lord Paramount Rolf's claim. So, a Greyjoy is now coming to the fore. Oh, for heaven's sake. Roll up, have your pop at the Iron Throne. We're back in command again. Goodness grief. Rice, paneer curry and steamed veg. Oh, you know I love paneer curry, Cham. Why do you do this to me? I had my dinner before the stream. That's why I was a little bit on the late side. I was about 3 minutes late today. It's because I was just finishing off my dinner. So that I could play uninterrupted. Right. Okay, carry on. Anyway, speaking of food, takeaway ideas welcome for Friday's party stream. I've had a curry, I've had a Chinese, I've had a burger, I had Korean fried chicken, which I've never had since, and that was at the Christmas party stream, right? I believe. And it was delicious. I've got to say, I've never had it before. I was really impressed. Actually, I'm quite shocked that I've not had it since, because I don't tend to order takeaways to my house, you see. So I've never had cause to have one. Although, funnily enough, I ordered a takeaway on Friday, on Thursday when I'd been out into town. But Korean fried chicken didn't spring to mind. Otherwise, I would have probably had it. Turkish food. A hot wing roulette. No, I can't. I'm not doing I'm doing enough of a challenge with the drink. I think that's more than enough, rather than trying anything overly hot. I did the ghost chili or curry one stream, so I think I've done my fair share. French food. I'm not the biggest fan, I must admit. Oh my god, Kyle is now a skilled fighter. Jeez. Turkish food is interesting, actually, because my friend went to a Turkish restaurant about 3-4 weeks ago, and he said that it was really nice. So Turkish could be a good bet. The question is, can I find a decent Turkish takeaway? Because you don't want no cheap Turkish takeaway. If you're going to get Turkish takeaway, it has to be decent. Because there's Greek-style kebab. In fact, there's a restaurant up near where I live, where I took my mum for lunch about 2 months ago. That's a cross between Turkish and Greek, and the food was really, really nice. So if they do delivery, I could order from there. Trouble is, it's a restaurant, so the food will be pricey. Yeah, just go to the town first. So my Justicar's doing a good job. I've not had Thai food, but to me Thai is quite a common food. I'm quite interested now to try different food. So I tried Korean fried chicken for the first time and was really impressed. I think I should try something again, something different. Some nice frog's legs. I've tasted frog's legs. I've had frog's legs. They were delicious. I really enjoyed them, actually. Snails. Flavour-wise, can't grumble, because they were just in a garlic butter. They were almost like garlic mushrooms, but really chewy. And because they were really chewy, and I knew what I was chewing, kind of put me off, to be honest. So yeah, frog legs, I'll eat them again happily. Delicious. Snails, nah. No thanks. You can keep them if you want. Anyway, it's just I don't want to bankrupt myself, clearly, but you know, I don't mind paying whatever it costs to get something different for the purposes of a party stream. It's not as if I order takeaways every day, is it? I order takeaways probably 3 times a year to this house. Roast rabbit, pie and mash. Squirrels. Oh God. Don't know about that. Fish and chips. God. If I eat fish and chips. Yeah, but it's not different, is it? I want something different, I think. Turkish food's a good call, Cham, because I've not had Turkish food before. So Turkish food is definitely going to be up there. When I get onto the app, you can sort by food type, can't you? So we'll have a look. We'll have a gander together. But Turkish could be a good bet. Yes, could be. Fish and chips would probably be the healthiest, one of the healthiest options for a takeaway. just fish and potatoes, bit of batter, fried in vegetable oil. It's not that bad, really, in moderation, is it? Clearly. Show us a medley of northern food, something the rest of us southerners and non-UK folk wouldn't potentially know. Is there much of a difference? Probably. Stargazy pie is a Cornish dish made of baked pilchards. Ooh, sardines, no. No. Argentinian. Mexican. I haven't had a Mexican take. I've eaten Mexican food, but I've not had a Mexican takeaway. So Mexican's another good one. Japanese. Japanese is also a good call. Somebody at work who's just come back from Japan. She went for 2 weeks to see her son. She came back today, first day back at work, and she said she had the most amazing time in Japan. And she said the food was fantastic. So I've not had Japanese food. And it would be good to dispel that myth in my head, which basically says Japanese food equals sushi. Because it doesn't always equal sushi, clearly. So I think Turkish, Mexican, maybe something South American, Argentinian, something like that. Although we do have these kind of all-you-can-eat Argentinian meat affairs. So if it's quite similar to that, perhaps maybe not. Mexican, I've not eaten it in a takeaway, but I've obviously eaten Mexican food before. So yeah, I'm thinking Japanese or Turkish could be a good one. Right, my ward is a little glutton. Birch him, talk to him about moderation. Pray the maiden, eat, we're fat and we're greedy. But he's eating all of our food. So actually, not because we're trying to basically school him or steer him down a particular path, but simply because, being greedy, we want the food for our kids, and this kid is just going to end up eating us out of house and home. So no, we're going to talk to him about moderation, simply to spare the stocks. Brazilian meats are the best. There's a Brazilian meat place in London that just keeps piling the meat on your plate until you flip over a sign. Yes, that's what I was talking about. We've got wolves here. We've got Facendas, which is one of them. We've got Rodizio something or other. There's one in Manchester, Ben, Brazil. They do something similar. And literally, it's just an all-you-can-eat feast. You know. Oh, another friend. Hey up, mate. Join the party. Have you ever come across a character with so many friends? I certainly haven't. My dear friend, I want to give you the honour of sending my child Willis to you in Amberley. Ah, yes, I take them all as wards. Bring them all. I am a man of many wards. I'm going to have to sack the female off them. Generosity, peasant singing my name. I know. Tonkatsu, a Japanese dish that consists of breaded deep-fried pork cutlet served with a Japanese curry. So is katsu curry Japanese? Because I've had katsu. It's quite the rage at the minute, isn't it? Katsu curry. I went to Wetherspoons about a month ago for lunch because we just happened to be near Wetherspoons when we went to the travel agents to order our holiday for November. And new on the menu was katsu curry. And it's like, they did a katsu curry on the cruise that I was on in November too. And I'm thinking, oh, all this katsu stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's very nice flavoured sauce. By calling in a favour, Lord Otton has forced you to start a vote on the slightly levy-focused burger obligations law in the Reach. That's not me, it's a message for somebody else. For the crispy breading. Ah, so that's the crispy bit. I see. Picanha. Oh yes, picanha. They do the picanha in these restaurants that we're talking about. Yeah. Is that the name of the cooking style or the name of the meat? Because they did like it was like a picanha steak that they did. Very delicious. I like most meats, to be honest with you. Right, who's died now? Oh, our Justicar was doing a right good job as well. Okay, so we've got... Oh, we're looking a bit lacking in the Justicar front at the minute. Dennis, who is currently my courtier, he's not great, is he? Okay, we're going to have to tap into our knowledge. Oh, it was Rob Overton. 66 he was. He was pretty... Oh, Justicar. I'm getting a bit confused with the Castellan. Apologies. Right, Ronessa, my mother. Do you know what? We're going to give our mother something to do. I'm going to give my mother... So she's been pining after my father for far too long now. She's dying of cancer. She's depressed. Let's get her out of that depression. Come on, mother. Keeping a close eye on you. Yeah. Well, keep you busy. It'll keep you occupied. It'll take your mind off father. It'll take your mind off your illness. It'll be fine. What can we ask her to do? Let's have a look. Improve diplomatic relations. Fabricate a claim. No. Sow dissent. Could be handy. Perform statecraft. Yeah. Could sow dissent between Mr. Massey's hook and the king. If we really wanted to. Oh! Blue Grove Charity's going well. Perfect. How about these robber bands? No, still there. Diamond Blastation. Right, and keep going. Whew. I'm thinking to myself, I can hear a really strange noise. And I can. It's called rain. Hammering against the window. Like, what the hell is that noise? It sounds like somebody was like ripping paper or something. I'm like, what the hell is that noise? Oh, it's just the rain. Invade the stepstones and use it as a power base. The stepstones are what, down here? Are these the stepstones? Oh, these are where else is the stepstones? I think these are stepstones, right? I'm losing my mind. No, I heard. It's definitely. I heard something. It was just rain. Yeah, and we don't have any ships either. We don't have any ships at all to speak of. Not a single one. Look at that. Fleet levies. Zilch. Nada. Nothing. And we might have addressed that had we still been master of ships, but we're not, so screw the ships. So that's what we say. Screw the ships. These High Septons. God, it's a dangerous role to be in, apparently. Just dropping like flies. Okay, so, I mean, the focus of today's session really is clearly storytelling, because there's not much going on for us personally, but there's been quite a few little things going on. And this is going to be a session, really, of kind of wait and see what develops. This is what I like about this game. Sometimes there's high action. Sometimes things just fall in your lap. Sometimes you've got to be patient. Things will transpire. Okay, the war is over. We are no longer in command. We are allowed to return home, where apparently there's a great court in King's Landing. The High Septon is beheaded. Oh God. Oh dear. Not quite feeling as generous as the last time when you let somebody off, clearly. Let's take a quick peek at our benevolent and wise ruler, Lady Maris. So, who is going to take over from her? Bonifer. Bonifer of the Stormlands. Don't forget, Cameron is distant relation. Remember, his mother was Brelina. Yeah? So technically speaking, when this little Bonifer comes into power, he should have a small tiny amount of Topcliffe blood in him. Of course, not a name of the Topcliffes, not anything to do with the Topcliffes really, if you ask the history books, but he has got a slight bit of blood in him. He's also got a bloodline of the Baratheons, because his father was, of course, a Baratheon. So that's pretty cool. So he should have a Baratheon bloodline with a slight smidgen of Topcliffity in him. He's got the amber trait somewhere. Well, not in this hair. But he's got a little smidgen of amber in him somewhere. Some, distant relation. We could probably calculate how distant, if we so wished. Brelina is his grandmother. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have a look at this. How are we related to the potential future ruler of our lands? Let's take a look and delve into Ancestry.com. Righty-ho, chaps. Let's have a look. Lord Cameron of Dragonstone. His father was Lord Gowan. That Lord Gowan? Yes. So there's Brelina Topcliffe. Right, perfect. So how are we related to you is what we need to find out. So, my grandfather was actually brother, so she would be a great aunt. She would be a great aunt, yeah? Auntie, great auntie. Okay, so that would be kind of like, what, second cousin? Kind of ish? Like a second cousin kind of situation, maybe. So, yeah, basically, we're going to be distant cousins. We're going to be distant cousins. So his kid, yeah, comes to the throne, kind of similar, basically the same line as us. So that, yeah. So same generation as us, same line. So yeah, basically a distant cousin. Yeah. Anyway, what's my plan for the rest of the week? Well, my plan for the rest of the week basically is as follows. Tomorrow I'm going out, so there's no stream and there's no football. Otherwise I would have streamed, but I'm going out, so I can't. Thursday I'm back to football. I haven't played football for 2 weeks, and I've not noticed this before. But I found myself recently a little bit more ratty than usual. A little bit more short-tempered and on edge and just not feeling quite 100%. When you asked me how was my bank holiday, I was like, it was alright, it was alright. Wasn't really raving about it, and I think it's because I haven't played football for about 2 weeks. And I think that's the issue. Because I'm like looking forward to Thursday. I haven't played football for ages, I just want to kick a ball. So I got 2 games of football on Thursday. Clearly Friday, party stream. Party! Sharing it with you guys. Sacrificing my usual Friday evening festivities with my friend. I haven't even told her yet. She's still expecting me to come round on Friday. I'll have to ring her tomorrow and say, by the way, I'm not coming round on Friday because I've got other engagements. Sorry. But I'll go over there on Saturday. But Saturday daytime, Grand National Day. So even if you're not a big horse racing fan, lots of people still put a little bit of a bet on the Grand National. So I won't be putting a little bet on the Grand National. I'll be doing my sports trading for the day to see if I can net some healthy profits. We'll see what happens. And then that brings us to Sunday, which is just more football basically. And then it's another week. upon us to start anew. So that's my weekly plan. And it's 2-0 to Man City. That's very good. Or of Cracklaw Point Independence. We're losing this quite quickly. Isn't Cracklaw Point... Oh, Cracklaw Point is here. Why is the king losing this so badly? What's happening here? Do I make much doing trading, or is it just a hobby? It's just a hobby. It's just a hobby. I make a little bit of money from it, hence otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. But nothing major. We're talking probably about £50 to £100 a month, because I only do it once a day, once a week, and I only use small stakes because I'm very risk averse. My Lord Willis is a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I fear he will hurt somebody. Or he will get hurt someday. So, Willis, trusting, get hurt. Those who love get love in return. We were kind at one point, and we're still relatively kind. Show everyone how virtuous he is. Thank the crone for his virtues. Give him a tender back. No, we'll encourage kindness. Yeah, do you know what? There's no such thing as a fancy betting strategy. Anybody mentions anything to do with fancy betting strategies, it's a load of codswallop. The only fancy betting strategy, and I had this discussion on a party stream, I'm sure. The only fancy betting strategy you need to know if you're putting bets on, I don't bet, it's a trade, but if you're putting bets on, the only fancy betting strategy you need to adopt is find value. Because that's how you make money in the long run. You look for horses or football teams or whatever you're betting on that is mispriced, that's offering more value than the probability of them to win. So for example, get this right now, let's get the odds right. If you toss a coin, it's 50-50 to be heads or tails. If it's a completely blank coin, no bias. Therefore, the odds on each of those occurrences should be, I think it should be evens, right? It should be evens. So if you're offered 8 to 11 odds on to take heads and even money to take tails, then you shouldn't be taking heads, because the probability is greater than 8 to 11. It's evens. You shouldn't probably take evens, to be honest, either, because you're not going to make a profit, you're just going to break even. But if someone offered you 2 to 1 to bet on heads, you should take that every time, because you're getting double your odds. Now, you still might lose that bet, but you made a good value bet, and if you make more good value bets in the long run, you will make money. So you have to be good at pricing, or good at pricing events yourself based on probability. So if you're good at pricing, say, a football match, and you predict that Man United have got a 25% chance of winning, and their odds offer you greater value than that, then you bet on that, basically. So that is how you make money gambling, or putting bets on. No fancy strategy, just take value. To Tony Bloom, if anybody's interested, I've done a lot of research on gambling and pricing and odds and stuff through the years. Tony Bloom, owner of Brighton Football Club, I think he's a billionaire now. He made a lot of money being a professional gambler. He made a lot of money. I won't say he made his fortune doing it, but he made a lot of money being a professional gambler, using that exact strategy, just finding value. But how do you accurately judge the value of football matches, though? A very complex judgment to make sometimes. Indeed it is. If it was easy, Joe, everybody would be doing it, would they not? That is the key. Same with Matthew Benham, owner of Brentford. They used to be colleagues. Oh, really? Cool. Cool. Okay, so I've risen so fast to the top that other people regard me with envy. Oh, she likes my ambition now. I've clearly taught you well, she says. She's begged me to help her become as successful as me. I'm teaching her something? This is a minor miracle. It was almost disgusting how she admired my ambition and success. I teach, but I got to charge you. I'm greedy now. You want my services, wife? I'm going to charge you. Oh, you're going to charge? How much is it going to cost? It's not going to cost money. I'd wink, but you think I'm taking the mick of you because you've got one eye. So, yeah. Anyway, there endeth my sermon about placing bets. Money didn't make me happy, nor did respect. Okay, so we've lost greedy, which is kind of cool because I didn't like us to be. I didn't want the greedy trait, so I'm quite good that we've lost greedy. To be honest with you, clearly being greedy was not in fitting with our character, being honourable and kind in the past, and we're still vaguely honourable and kind. Right, okay, so Blue Grove isn't really happening at the moment, so we're going to change tact and we're going to go for a different plan now to mix things up, and we're going to do carousing here. Yeah, clearly Lord Barristan is not one for taking value. He's a typical, what the trade would call a mug punter. Basically a punter that puts stupid accumulators on or puts bets on things that are considerably mispriced in the bookie's favour. And so if you were that kind of punter, they wouldn't be shutting your betting account down very quickly at all. They'd be welcoming you with open arms. Let's go carousing. This whole taking value that I'm talking about, by the way, if you was to find, let's just say, for example, you were to find 2 horses that were mispriced on a betting website. And let's say one was priced at like 10 to 1, and by your estimations it should be like 4 to 1. It's like severely mispriced, and then through the course of the day the price comes down to what you thought it should be, but you took it at 10 to 1 and you took it out for 100 quid. If you did that on just 2 horses, they would shut your account down so fast, because they would identify you as a person that's taking value from them, and therefore you pose a risk to their profits. They will close your account down. That's why I never use a bookmaker, because they're the scum of the earth. Anyway, and I won't even start. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. And then when you open your account, open your account willy-nilly. When you win big, you've got to send everything but the kitchen sink to prove who you are before they release it to you. Yeah, we want for 6 months' wage slips. We want your P60. We want this. We want that ID. We want this ID. We want this ID. It's like, excuse me, just give me my money. Okay, so she has spread the good word to Lady Maris Baratheon here. Understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler. There's a lot of lovey-doveyness going on here. Right, we need to carouse. How do we do a carousing now? Do we need to invite to carousing all my buddies? Invite to carousing. Yeah! Preparing a small feast. We ain't preparing a small feast. We're preparing a big feast. All my friends are coming. All of the council are coming. Lady Maris will even be coming. This is us now networking as only we can. They won't all come, clearly. My sons will be coming to carouse as well. Come, Edric, come to carouse with me, please. Carousing, everyone's carousing. My wife will have to come carousing too. This is going to be a feast to end all feasts. Come hither, carouse with me. Carouse with me, dear boy. I'm going to show you how we do it round here. Mother, come carouse. You're depressed. You need to remove your depression. Wifey, come carouse. You need to look themes. Okay, let's carry on with this. And let's carouse. Not with a Penrose. No, sir. No, you can stay at home. Maester can be the life and soul of a party, I hear. And invite the rest of the council here. Spymaster Malara, let's get to know these people better. Septons, no. Don't like Septons very much. Then probably start preaching to us about our sins. There's no High Admiral. She'd rather sack me and have no High Admiral than have an High Admiral. I mean, really? We need to have words. Come to my party and let us talk. Oh, Prince of Dawn has died. My wife cannot come to my merrymaking. What do you mean? What have you seriously got to do? You don't have to move very far. Okay. Dear friend. Okay, he's coming. My sons are coming. He's not coming. Okay, you're not coming. Ah, Mr. Wendward, who we bribed, is coming. You're not coming. No. My friend Narbert, who tried to fabricate a claim on my lands, he's coming. We'll have a word with him about that. Okay, Mr. Royce is not coming. My mother, I'm too depressed. Not coming. Maester Reynold is coming. Maester, come on down. Lady Melara. Oh, she's a lady. Oh, hang on. There's a new ruler of Cape Wrath. It's now Lady Melara. What happened to her father? Theo the Simple died a natural death this year. Oh, never mind. Right, okay. We got on really well with him. Okay. Dearest friend Arya Bolling is coming. My son, Sir Edric. Okay, he's not coming. Oh, Maris is not coming either. And neither's... Oh. Okay, Erwin's coming. Well, we've got a few people. Oh. Ah, at least wanted bloody Maris to turn up. Never mind. We shall carouse with whoever has decided to come. It's fine. Spread those webs far and wide. Okay, so he's come of age recently because he was a kid before. Paramount Osric. Here he is now in all his grown-up splendour. A great eminence. 20 diplomacy. Diligent, arbitrary, brave, content, charitable. Seems like a pretty decent ruler. See how long that lasts before somebody takes advantage of your child and has you murdered. See you later, Ollie. I think we're going to be streaming till about 10:15 this evening. About half an hour or so. Okay, so Lord Morris has been very insistent about spending some time. This same guy. And he's prepared a welcoming feast. So we're going to his feast, and then we're coming back and setting up our own feast. Shows us through his domain, everything's going well. And basically, we owe him a favour. Oh, go on then. Go on then. Seeing, because we've been in contact for quite a while now. Yeah, at least I can give you my time and a favour. Just don't make me do something I don't wish to do. All right. Okay, the inheritance of Kazai has been thrown into question, and so a great council must be held to determine who shall inherit the kingdom. All shall gather in Vizosh, so we can vote for a new sovereign. I'm troubled with this nonsense. How's little Stefan doing? Temperate, slothful, a family man and humble. He's not marvellous, is he? But he's just about clinging on to power for now. So Kazai recently fell into a period of interregnum, with the Great Council of the Nobles being called to determine the heir. Temo Kozamo has been backed as the heir by this council and has been crowned as Karl Temo of Kazai. Kazai? Oh, Norvos. My lord, I have been instructing on Dumbledore in the ways of the sword. I'm pleased to see he's a natural. Little Dumbledore. Skilled fighter Dumbledore. Hey, he's going to be a class in a jewel, isn't he? You know, the Expelliarmus. Okay. Exactly. Makes perfect sense. We should craft a weapon and give it to him. And give it a name. A suitable name. Okay, my guests have arrived for the private feast. It's time to let the carousing the Elder Wand egg. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Okay, let's carouse away. Party time. I mean, most of the people that we want to influence aren't here, to be honest with you. Okay, so drinks and food. Everything is fine, or was fine, until one of our best friend, Sir Willem Tudbury, threw a fit of rage. But he's coming at me with his fists up. Well, if that's what you want... No, we're a good talker. We're going to tell him to calm the hell down. What the hell do you think you're doing? 89% chance that we get beaten up. 89% chance. No. Let us use our parlaying skills here. We certainly wouldn't be hiding. If this wasn't an option, we'd have to juke it out with him. And that would be a serious issue. But thankfully... we can tell him to flipping put a sock in it, sit the flipping hell down! Don't make me raise my voice again. Sorry about that, I just had too many drinks. Forgive me. Right, the revelling and carousing is over. Time to get back into real law. Get 1 diplomacy for my carousing. 15 diplomacy. So Colin Gladmore got his head locked off, basically. We saw that message appear. Dead. Dead as a doornail. We've not got a faction at the minute, have we? Oh! Liege Loyalist faction has just been started. And we've got Crown Loyalist faction too. Oh, whilst we've all got factions going, let's have some new factions. Oh, just as we are about to plot to overthrow a Baratheon off Storm's End, the house has now become a traditional great house of the region. Oh, I see. Yes, not so great in Storm's End by the time we've finished. The new CK3 DLC is €30 again. Oh, for God's sake. That's extortionate. Well, the only time I'm playing CK3 with all them DLCs is when they're on an extremely cheap sale, or they do something like I don't know, pay $4 a month or something, and you can have them for the period of time, like an on-demand service where I will sit down LP for 3 months or so, and that'll be your whack. So I don't play these games for long enough, really, to spend a fortune and play them for one playthrough. Anyway, this is the wrong Joanna. This is the same issue I had before. Where's the other one? Lady Shireen. I don't know if the... Oh, she's here, look. Yeah, let's see if anybody's now more interested in joining this faction. This is, again, this is akin to me just, or my wife, maybe even me at this point. We're still miffed off at the fact that we were punted across the sea, brought back, sacked, reinstated, sacked again, made to look a fool. You know, we keep her at arm's length. We show our respect when we need to, but ultimately, so, favour. Yeah, I sincerely believe that there's something going on preventing this, and it's not the regular debuff that happens here, prevented from joining factions. Oh, anyway, what we're saying, my son had another kid. Yep, Orin Topcliffe is now 3. He's now 3. We were here when she was pregnant with him. I shall check in with you, son. Your wife's pregnant. I shall check in a few months' time, and we shall have a ceremony to celebrate. 3 years later. How's little Orin doing? It's been 3 years, Dad. I know it has. I've just been a bit busy running a realm, you know. Yeah, I'm running a county as well, you know. How is he? He's very well, thank you. Not a genius. Doesn't have that same spark in his eye as his older brother Cameron. Yeah. But he's healthy, and that's all we ask. Indeed. Okay, my young ward has finished his education in military strategy and command. I notice with pride he has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge. Sir Kyle Harp is going to return to his family with the best education we've given him. Look at his stats. He's diligent, kind, temperate, humble, and patient. He's a skilled fighter as well, and a brilliant commander. I mean, of all the good traits to have, he's a very virtuous man. We have taught him. I think he needs to be in our court. Can we not have him as a courtier? I think we need to bring him back. Oh no! Oh, I don't want to come. Oh, he'd be quite cool as a commander or a marshal in the future. He's a very virtuous person. We taught him too well. Yeah, we did. Give him to a potential enemy in the future. No, he's fine. Hey, look, we're a natural born shooter. Natural born shooter. I mean, look at how the kids have come out that we've taught of our own. We can, but he don't want to come. He don't want to come. He's got a high opinion of his father, so he wants to stay at home. I want to stay with my dad. No, you don't want to come here. Come here, child. I've taught you everything you need to know. I can provide for you. You can still visit your father. He only lives a stone's throw away. Here, somewhere. And I can put you could be a commander. No, I don't want to. Oh, you're one grateful swine. Fine. Oh, Harlan Kellington is proposing his services. Not of the same House Kellington, by the way. A different House Kellington before we all have a heart attack here. Chamberlain is saying that we can make good use of this man. Diplomatic protocol. But with the name Kellington, we were very sceptical. No, we don't trust him. We don't trust him. We don't trust him. He died! Oh no, we vanished without a trace. I thought we killed him. He turned up at the gate and we killed him. No, he's just disappeared. He had the name Kellington. He was never onto a winner with that name, I'm afraid. Oh, so sorry. Oh, not again. Oh, diarrhea again. Who's cooking this food around here? Would you like a seat on my council? You can be the High Admiral. Oh, so sorry. I've left your parchment unopened on my desk for a couple of weeks now. Because clearly I didn't think it was urgent enough to answer, because I knew precisely what was going to be on the damn thing. Now, I don't want to do it. I don't want your stinking job. We're up to 4k levy now, which is pretty decent. However, yeah, sod off, basically. You're just going to sack us again, and it's ridiculous. But it's a way into the council. We can't, you know, it's a way to mingle with the councillors and spread those, you know, spread those things and get a feel for the situation and the voting power and all that kind of inner circle nonsense. So we're kind of duty bound to join it, and we need to start to convince a few people that you know, having a more stable, less fickle ruler who's not going to sack you at a moment's notice could be quite the useful endeavour. Yeah, Sansa came back. Sansa did come back. I'm quite tempted to put my wife now to scheme. Can anybody confirm for certain? So basically, a lot of the vassals are in Storm's End because they are at the council. So if we're going to use one of our own councillors to affect a ruler, can we send them to where they currently are, or do we have to send them to where their court is? So, for example, if we wanted to influence Mrs. Kate Wrath, do we send her to Weeping Town? Or, because if she was on the council, do we send them to Storm's End, because that's where she currently is? Does everybody know the definitive answer to that? Because it's quite important, really, isn't it? If we're going to send our wife to start looking to see if she can convince some people to join this faction, sending her to Storm's End to do that would be very, very useful, because that's where all the council members are. It cares where they currently reside. So sending her to Storm's End to scheme would be good then, because there's a lot of powerful men and women in Storm's End right now who might want to join this faction. So let's go with it. Let's roll with it. Let's do it. Oh, hang on, hang on. Hang on. No, no, no. So scheming here, you can only scheme in your own court. It's not actually where you put them. It's actually a job that just happens behind the scenes. So that's probably why we got that vassal blackmail before. So scheming is a general thing. Oh, that's cool. Right, so she stays where she is. Right, we're keeping that faction open now until we're told to take it down. She's slighted us one too many times now in the past. I know she's brought us back onto the council. We have to basically have a 3-day fast. Not a bad thing for somebody that's overweight. Why do they have all their... Are they at war again? Sir Monfred's claim on the Cape. That's quite funny. The Maester says, right, to cure yourself of diarrhea, which is not actually a stupid suggestion, just stop eating. Stop eating solid food, sip water, let it flush out your system, and then you'll be fine. Perfectly, actually, logical solution for a change. Yeah, I'm not eating cat's hair, I'm not swinging from a tree, no, I'm just stopping eating, sipping water, letting the diarrhea get all the badness out, then start to come back again. Perfectly reasonable. Oh no, not our ruler. Son? Yes, father? By a raven, of course. No, mobile phone. Bing, bing, bing. Hello, Elquist. Is it about time you had a feast? Yes, I think it is, actually. Because I am on a 3-day fast, according to my maester, so I can't physically eat in his presence, so therefore I'm going to eat away from my court, in a different court, so he can't see me. And then I come back, maester's looking at me. Where have you been? I've been out for a walk. Been out hunting. That's where I've been. Did you eat anything whilst you were out? No, just sip water. Just sipped on water, like you said. I did, yes. Is your diarrhea gone yet? Not quite, no. Still a bit loose in the stool region. About your fine... Oh, my friend Lord Baron talked to me today about my fine service to Lady Paramount. If only you knew the truth. Right, see you later, Cham. You're awfully bloated from that walk, and your breath stinks of garlic. Oh dear, I know. My dear friend, I wish I give you the honour of sending my child Selwyn to you in Amberley. Yeah, send them all. I'm the master trainer here. Master trainer, send all your wards to me. I can train them up real good. Aha! My diarrhea has stopped. Oh, look at that. It's now little Willis's turn. I mean, he's craven. We'll knock that out of him. I'm sure we will. Let's see how he turns out. He's not going to turn out as good because he's got a stewardship focus. What happened there? Okay, the days of revelry are an excellent escape from the Maester's stupid treatment suggestion. So many laughs, so many intense conversations, and of course, it feels like we have become good friends with our second son now, in addition to being good friends with our first son. This is very nice. Isn't it nice when family members get along? Oh, look at that. Another friend to add to the list. The many friends of Lord Barristan. Okay, is he carousing? Oh, he's chip off the old block. He's taking it upon himself to start carousing too. Oh, look at that. What do you want? Oh, hang on. Ooh, this is Corwin the Monster. He's only got 1,700 men, but hey, favours are what they are. So you can't join my faction, no? No, you can't. But what about this fella? Can you join my faction? Can you? Oh, you can! Oh, come here forth to join my faction, Mr. Corwin. I have a proposal for you. I have a proposal, sir. Come hither to my faction. 34%. We've got... I mean, hopefully that'll open the floodgates. You never know. We could actually buy a favour from somebody else. The question is, though, are they going to be strong enough? You see, we really need this guy, and for whatever reason, he's just not can't do it. So Mr. Tarth has got the next highest amount of levy at 5,000. Could we? I kind of don't want to buy a favour for 125 gold if he can't join. It's like a waste of cash. Oh. Are you on the council? See, we could get natural favours by people just asking us to support them in the council. I think he can join. Well, that's no use to me, is it? I think he can join. 125 gold later. Oh, sorry about that, I was wrong. I think, because he's on the council, I think we can hold out hope that he might ask us to vote his way. Let's just hang fire for now before we waste that. That money could come in handy. I wouldn't launch it with just him. I think we need him and the top guy as well. We could sow dissent, you see, as well, which is the realms of my Justicar. We could start to sow dissent. Vassal liege opinion lowered. Local nobles and their liege. My son is basically a just man. We are very proud of him being just. Oh, hang on. So what is that what you're telling me? Is people can't join because they're in the council? Well, actually, no. He joined in the council. No, hang on. That's not right. Who's this guy? Yeah, he's a castellan, so he can. So that's not right either. Okay. All right. Okay. So if we... Let me get my bearings here, folks. So basically, with 5,000 men, we've got 34%. So we need about 12,000 men to get that close to 100. 12,000. So we ask Ronard. That's an extra 5,500. It's not far off, is it? That'll take us to about 70%. I'd say 50, yeah, 15,000 then, yeah, 15k. It says, it does say some stuff, it just says it, but it's very vague. It says, has not been forbidden to join factions, but that could mean anything. Can join Lady Joanna for the Stormlands, can join at least one of your factions. So it sounds like something's stopping him. But why is he forbidden? I wonder if we should Google this message and see what the potential blocker is. Somebody Google it. Please. Pretty please. What does it mean? What does it mean? Has been forbidden to join factions. She's blackmailing or threatening him. Maybe she's got a favour on him. Maybe he's a Karen married to a high tower. No family ties really. No real reason family wise. Can councillors in the Stormlands vote on war declarations? If yes, they can't join factions if the council is content. But we've got a councillor. Lord Corwin the Monster is the Castellan, so he's a councillor, right? So that can't be right. We've got one councillor. So what is he? He's the advisor. Could it be the nature of the position on the council that's the issue? Because he's an advisor. Maybe certain council positions prevent you from joining a faction. I don't know. I'm at a loss here. Yep, I've got the right Joanna. This is my daughter-in-law. Anyway, we'll keep the time rolling for now. You can keep Googling this situation. Yeah, we can risk it. We've got the cash to risk it. To bring in the Tarth guy. He's going to die soon as well, which makes me think if we spend that coin, we have to spend it at the last minute, right as we're about to launch the ultimatum. Because if we spend it and then sit on it and wait for something else to happen and he dies, we lose that favour. Check his relation modifiers with Maris. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that next. Maris. Female ruler, lack of funds. Female ruler, charitable, Baratheon bloodline, prestige. Not seeing much there. Not seeing much there. Munificent, recent carousing, loan taken, fabulous feast. A hedonist, fat. Gregarious, kind, zealous, ambitious and charitable. Falling in love, carousing. Nothing jumping out. It seems the Dornish marches are forbidden for life from joining factions due to blackmail. That's what my Google search has said is most likely. Oh really? Is that a glitch then? So until Maris dies, they can't join. Oh. So this is a lifelong forbidding. That seems a bit harsh. He's got him wrapped around a finger. Right, okay. Edric is seeing us as a noble guy. Does Maris have kids? Maris has kids, yeah. She's got Lord Bonifer of the Stormlands, Lord of the Dragonstone, Ronal of the Stormlands, married to a Princess of the Iron Throne. She's also got a Sebastian Quago Dornish kind of fella, was married to Sbarbo. Oh no, that's a Dothraki, not Dornish, Dothraki. Dothraki child. Okay, more Blue Grove charity going well. Still not getting rid of this damn robber band though, are we? Okay, now seeing as we are in Storm's End, I think we'll have another shot at carousing with the council. Just the council this time. See if we can carouse with the council. We'll have to invite this idiot too. Invite to carousing. Oh, we can't carouse again until next year. Bummer. Too much carousing makes you fat. Okay, it's tourney time! Woohoo! Hey, if we make a lot of money in the tournament, we can spend it on a favour. Right, here we go. So we are entering our first tournament as a fat Lord Barristan. Okay, let's see if that extra weight is going to help us. Let's go for it. Let's go. We're going to bet on ourselves. All in. Bet large. Boom. We're confident. We've got that extra weight behind us now. Oh, poof, we're going to knock them flying. Knock them flying, man. Let's do it. Let us do it. I thought that was my faction. I thought, oh, I've got two. I've got two. Ooh, we've got Lady Melara of Cape Wrath. Right, threaten her. Just threaten her, love. This is getting to be desperate times now. If we can threaten her, pay for a favour from the other guy, we've got it sorted. Okay. Ooh! While I was at the tournament, some lower class type with pretensions insulted my honour. Yeah, we turned up to the tournament, first tournament in absolute ages. We turn up, armour bulging at the seams. Somebody turns around and says, bloody hell, Lord Barristan, you've let yourself go a bit, haven't you? How dare you insult my honour? Have at you. Naturally, we kicked his ass. Let this fat man teach you a lesson. Put him on his ass, embarrassed him, dusted ourselves down. Now on to the tournament proper. We have become a duelist. Surely that should help our flipping fighting ability. It doesn't even help our fighting ability. That's crap. +1 to martial. Should it not improve our personal combat skill? Being a duelist. I don't know about you, but I mean, why am I not squiring my why is Dumbledore not my squire? Oh, is it because I'm not tutoring him? Why can't I ask him to be my flipping squire? Anyway, I don't need a squire. I've got my makeshift lance giver. Perhaps I can place a bet. Yes, perhaps I can place a bet. I have been drawn against Sigerion. Ah, Sigerion. A man with a moustache such as that really should not be a match for me. 16 to 10. That's not bad odds. Right, large bet. Let's go. Booyah! All in, baby. You got to take value. That's what we're going to do around here. And I'm good value. Anyhow, I'm not losing to a man with a moustache like that. Let's go. Steadfast and ready. Have at you! As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly glide your lance. Poof! Strike him down. And in the meantime, we get word from our wife. We get word from our wife. Who's basically secured the pledging of Lady Melara's services. Ah, well done, Lady Melara. You've chosen well. You've chosen very well. My wife is really doing a number, isn't she, on these councillors? My wife has been the biggest star of this partnership than even we have. She orchestrated the the Blue Grove situation. She twisted my arm and forced him to revolt. And now she's weaving that web amongst the councillors. Join the faction. I bribe you here, threaten you here, blackmail you there. Come now, let's be sensible about this, shall we? You know it makes sense. Durandons founded the Stormlands. You know it makes sense. These Baratheons are nothing but usurpers. Don't let anybody hear you saying that out loud, Lady Bethany. Let's not have that happen now. Anyway, while that's happening behind the scenes, front and centre is us knocking somebody flying off a horse. Oh, yes. Oh, he falls. He cheers. We whirl around. We wave at the crowd. Ooh, putting our hand up as a strain. Oh, I just gotta breathe a bit. Make a bit of room here. Ah, thank you. And what is it about a jovial fat man with a great big bushy beard, and when that goes grey, they might as well call us Santa. They're actually people warm to jovial, fat, friendly folk. Before the crowd will have, yeah, stuck up Barristan, he always wants to win the Talbot Wars. Now it was, hey! It's almost like the underdog story. He's not going to win out, look at the size of him. But we'll cheer for him because he's a jovial fella, and hey, why not? We all love an underdog. Go on, Barristan, win a tournament for a change, will you? Aha, my adoring fans. We have been declared the winner. Right, do you know what? We have never done this, but then we've not won a tournament. So do you know what? We're doing everything against the grain today. You know what, Sir Jerian? Have a drink with me. Not a problem. We'll have a swift one. Oh, very gracious indeed. And actually, over some blackberry wine, it becomes close friend. Another friend to add to the list for many, many people. I mean, when he finally pops his clogs, I mean, we have to say, he's going to be a much-loved character. I mean, he's got friends in many high places and many low places too. They'll love him. Barristan, the bashful. Okay, next joust, Sir Edwin Durandon. No! No! For God's sake, why is it always my own flipping bodyguards that end up flipping beating me? Oh, this is going to be another loss, isn't it? This is going to be another defeat at the hands of a damn courtier. Oh. Ooh. Do you know what? This time, right, I ain't above... Oh, let's reconsider this. Let's reconsider this situation. Last time, we were very, very, very reticent. We ummed and we ahed. Oh, bribery. Oh, would it be a real victory? Oh, come on now. If it was a grand tourney, I think the stakes would be too high to maybe pass this up. And with it being our own courtier, it's not like we're bribing some stranger. However, it's not a grand tourney. It's a tourney we should be able to win. And if we knock him flying, then we should win this. So, steady those lances. Have at you, Sir Edwin Durandon. May the best man win. And the tilt begins. Here we go! Poof! bang, we smack into him, gliding away from his blow, striking with ours, and we land a blow square onto his chest. But does it send a man of his skill flying? Yes! Yes, it does! He fell, he's unharmed. We nod in appreciation, we stick a thumbs up, and we wave to our adoring fans again. Oh yes, a fine hit, I must say. That's got to be our nearest rival. There should be no more now that's going to come close to that. We are declared the winner, and none can beat me. Lady Shira of Crow's Nest. Why are we going for a drink with Lady Shira? Let's not change what's working for us. Drinks, round 2 of drinks. Drinks are on me. More blackberry wine for everyone. Right. Okay. You're both on back to the pavilion. Oh no, spiced liquor. It's spiced rum. Oh, Barristan's a spiced rum drinker. Well, I never knew. How lovely. That's an omen, I think. Right, next on my hit list is Sir Tian. Oh, still pretty decent. Of the High Lordship of Red Watch. Ooh. Doesn't want to come to our court in case he beats us. Ooh. Oh. How about you, Sir Tian? Go! Poof! We strike him true. We strike him well. And he fought well. This is the wrong message. What the hell? What happened? This is not the right message. If only Sir William was here to see us. Did we win our fight? Ah, he's fallen. Oh, he hasn't fallen. Oh no, he's regained his balance. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Ah, Blighter. Don't worry, I'll knock you off this time. Okay, we go again. Poof! Oh, we miss. He's smacked. Oh no, please. No, we hit him first. No, cling on. Oh! Oh no, I hate these tournaments. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I was convinced we were going to do it today. Oh, it looked so good. Ouch. Oh, we reached the semi-flipping finals. Again. Oh, for God's sake. Better's been lost. Again. Don't worry, I'll chase my losses. Right. 2 knights remained. Sir Tian and Sir Willem. Sorry, Sir Willem. Oh, it's too close. You can't bet on either of these. 70 and 50. It's too close. Oh, okay. I mean, ultimately, we want our friend to win, but we're not going to put any money on this. Oh, who won? Oh, it was telling us who won. I didn't even see. Oh, I'm too mortified. Did Sir William win? Oh, he scored 2nd place. Oh, he lost in the final. Oh, it would have, how cool would it have been for us to be in the final with our best mate? That would have been good. And Dumbledore's doing very well. Oh, he's got 2 intrigue. Oh, Mr. Irwin, how about it? Well, are you doing? Where is my little, there he is. Oh, he's patient. Oh, look at that. It's turning out pretty well, actually. Oh, I can't believe it. Right, let's forget about tournaments. Another embarrassing defeat at the hands of a lesser man. But literally, in more ways than one. Right, we've got 43% now, because we've got Lady Melara, who's got 1.29k. Do we go now? What's the rush? Do we get Tarth in? Tarth takes us up to about 12,000, which means we still need another couple of thousand. Do we just let our wife try to negotiate with another council member? All the while, people think that we're doing a good service to Lady Maris here, when ultimately we're doing this behind her back. It's Lady Shira's tournament. Okay. Fine competition. Oh! She... Oh! Ooh. Courtney of Red Watch. Commander of the Stormlands. Only a commander, not a council member. Ooh. She has no alliances that she can call. Blackmail or threaten? Threaten worked well. Threaten worked well last time. Come on, wifey. Oh, we've lost another treasurer. Bloody hell. Dennis. Not the best, but he'll do for now. We've got bigger fish to fry right now, like factions. We're not really taking an interest in the council of our own council right now. You'll be a stopgap for now. We'll get us more competent. What do you mean more competent? No, sorry to offend you, but clearly you're not the best of treasurers, are you now? Let's get to work with you. Right. Blackmail. Oh, her threatening is better than her blackmailing. Clearly. We stand together. Yes, we do. Quite right, we do. Quite right. Right, so we have... Oh, where's she gone? Where's the other bumbling woman gone? How long does it last for, this bribery? We've lost that woman. Maybe she died. Hang on a second. Why? Oh, she died. She died. Look, she died. Oh, I don't believe it. Flipping hell. I'm sure he had 1,000 men, but still. Oh! Oh, she sacked me again, has she? Oh, slap in the face, mate. Slap me in the chops, why don't you? Right. Right, okay, you know what? That is the final insult. The kidnap claimant. Your preferred claimant to the Stormlands is currently under the control of Lady Paramount Maris Baratheon. We will need to try and bring them under our control against their will if necessary. Hang on, these are... Is that maybe why that chappie can't be... What? Because she's not in our court. Don't forget, she's in Parchments, right? Parchments is part of Maris's land. Is this causing an issue? Can't invite to court. Can't do it that way. Oh, hang on a second. What are these options now? These are different. Invite claimant to your court. She can't be invited because she's married. Demand installation. That's not going to happen just yet. Initiate a palace coup. If I was Lord... Oh, so if I was actually the regent... I could initiate a coup. Oh, that's cool. So kidnapping the claimant then. Do we have to do this? To have this faction fire? Oh, there's... Oh, my brother wants to kill my son again. Oh, for God's sake, man. It's fine as we control Parchments. Okay. Oh, right. Well, there's no point of risking exposing this. If that is the case. I think we wait until Maris dies. Lords and ladies will be far more willing to join. You might be right, and she's not that far from death. But then again, these Baratheons seem to go on for some time. No, she should be. She should be in parchments with my... Oh, sorry, she's not in parchments. She's in the Rainwood. Apologies. She's in the Rainwood. Not parchments. So she's not under Maris's control. Do. Right, okay. Alright. Okie dokie. She's just sacked us from our job again. I mean, is that now the final slap in the face? I do not wish to be overly hasty here. Look what being overly hasty happened. Look where being overly hasty got my father. Got him killed. We're 43. We've had a very good rule. This guy's 46, so he can still go for a little bit longer. I think we get one. Yeah, I think we get one more. We've had about 5 final slaps in the face. But she's our ruler. She can slap us as many times as she damn wishes, right? Right, okay. How many more slaps, Maris, can I take? How many slapping the chops can we take? I mean, we can still do it. We don't have to press it, but we can still buy the favour. 125 gold if it's wasted, though. If he cannot join. I almost feel like... I don't know whether I should reload if it doesn't work, because I kind of feel that if we were going to have this negotiation with this fella, right, we'd be saying, look, I'm going to give you 125 gold because I want a favour from you. What's the favour? I want you to join a faction. What a faction? This particular faction, blah, 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 blah. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. I'll join your faction for 125 gold. Yeah, why not? I'm sick of this lady myself. Or he might turn around and say, don't be flipping stupid. At which point we wouldn't spend the money, would we? So it kind of feels like a game mechanic thing. I mean, ultimately, if he was deceitful, we could almost say that if we were to spend the money and him still not do it, he could be using his deceit. So to determine whether or not I'm going to reload this, I'm going to actually use his stats. So if he's honourable and kind and would be honest about the fact that we're going to pay him for this favour that's going to make him join a faction, then we'll reload it if he doesn't. But if he's got any hint of deception in him, then we won't reload it and we will have to decide now as to whether we're going to risk it. So let's take a look at him. Okay, so he is quick, proud, temperate, craven, which makes me feel like we could probably manipulate him, rude, paranoid, stressed and gout. Lady Paramount's opinion of him, he likes her 20, he likes us more. So I kind of think, with these stats, that he'd be honest with us and be with the favour. So I'm going to actually, a craven man wouldn't cross us. Probably wouldn't cross his liege, to be fair, either. To be honest. But what it will, him being craven, what it does achieve is, I think it achieves the fact that he will be honest. Because I think he will just tell us no, or he will tell us yes, and not go back on his word for fear of reprisals. So let's save this as LP 16A, because it is kind of, well, is it? I don't know. I hate reloading, but it kind of does feel like a game mechanics issue because there's no way to tell if he's blocked, and I feel like we would have this conversation with him before paying him 125 gold. You know, I wouldn't just do it. We wouldn't just do it on a whim. You know, send it in an envelope and fly it in there up front first. They're like, what's this payment for? Well, it's the payment just in case you might want to join this faction. Well, I don't want to join it, but I'm keeping your money anyway. It just seems a bit odd. Right, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's buy a favour. He might not accept the favour yet. He has to accept. Okay, he has accepted. Right. Oh no, look. He's blocked. He's blocked as well. Oh, flipping hellfire. So I don't know what the method is, because he doesn't also have the blocked from thingy debuff. So I don't know what the issue is here. Right, do we resign? Oh, that sucks. Big style. Okay. Okay. Is the other guy a Craven too? It might. You think it's a Craven problem? Let's have a look. What's bugging me about this is I don't know what's causing it. If I know what the cause is, then fine. But it's because we don't know the flipping cause. Is he Craven? No. It's not Craven. Okay. Well, that's going to put a slightly different slant on this entire situation, because the strongest two vassals can't join for whatever reason. We'll keep this open in case my wife might be able to override that blocker with a threaten. But ultimately, if she pops her clogs, they might be unblocked. So we could then strike straight away. So we'll keep this open, I think. We have to keep it open because we've managed to convince two people through bribery. So we don't want to lose their support. So we'll have to keep it going. It wouldn't show you the debuff if it's a threat and blackmail, as that's private. Speaking of that company, I'm kind of tempted. Console commands to take control of that character and look at the modifiers and then switch back. You can keep it paused, nothing will change. Really? I've never done that before. No. You know what? No. If there's a hidden reason, I think we'll have to abide by the game mechanic rule or the game rules, and we shall have to remain a mystery. But I mean, the likeliest cause is they're both being blackmailed not to. But yeah, it's kind of bizarre because we've never been blackmailed to ask. Have we? To be asked not to join a faction? Probably, I don't know. Anyway, she's 55. She could be dead soon. She could be dead soon. She could be dead very soon. No, we're not going to kill her. We're not going to kill her, don't be silly. But yeah, this is a combination. Because I think because it's prospering? Why is there a plate of food? Is it a glitch? Yeah, the reason that we are ramping up our pursuit of putting somebody else on the Stormlands right now is for two reasons. First of all, Lady What's-Her-Face has slapped us in the face many times now. The Baratheon history with our family, including killing our father in an unceremonious fashion. But also, this whole Rainhouse situation is making us a little bit angry. And Lady Maris's truced as well, don't forget, for a few more years. So if she was suddenly removed, then the new ruler wouldn't be truced as well, which would also be a bonus if they were to press the Rainhouse for us as well. But seems our schemes, our sort of situation... No! Chief General! Okay, we have to accept these positions. As much as she's taking the mick out of us, we have to accept, because it opens up for free favours with other council members. So we have to kind of go with it. Okay, Septon, I owe you not a damn shred of nothing. And you know what a damn shred of nothing is? Sod all. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the first of a new year. I was ending this stream at 10:15, and then suddenly I glance at the time and it's almost 11:15. Last time I looked at the time, it was 10:45, sorry. An hour has just gone poof, up in smoke. House Caswell has ruled the Reach and is now considered a traditional great house of the region. Was, of course, the previous house the Tyrells, and now the Caswells are now known as the major family of the Reach. The Tyrells are a thing of the past. Okay. So all of... Oh, hold a tourney of Amberley. No chance. Why do I put myself through this? As soon as we turn old, we're retiring from tournaments. We need to win a tournament before we're 50. Okay, a tournament to end the session. Fine. We have a young son who's able to be betrothed. We'll be able to call them in when the faction fires. What, like an additional alliance, you mean? Extra few men to pledge to the cause. So these guys... See, I don't know how this is going to work, actually. Because if we fire the faction even now with 54%... Would these guys join their liege? Yeah, outside the Stormlands. So yeah, so these alliances, because they are pledged to the person that we're going to war with, which is their liege, I think they're kind of gonna be duty bound, aren't they? So it has to be an external ally. Also, if this ends up in a situation that ends up in a war because she doesn't accept the proposition, can the king, after all of this, tell us to pipe down? And who would get that message? Would it be us as the instigator of this faction? Or would it be her refusing to step down? Because she's triggered the war, technically speaking. No, he can't. Do you know that for certain, Ambrister? I do question some of your messages. Sometimes. After what happened last time. I seem to recall last time something happened. And then you said, well, I worded it in a certain way that left it to interpretation. I was saved before the war. Yeah. Right, we're going to the first. We got a tournament. So why wouldn't the king be able? That's why we have seen houses change so often in the north. Potentially. Oh, Dumbledore, lavish, clearly. Dumbledore, was my wife, so intrigue, clearly. Okay, let's place a bet on myself. Again, 18-10. Let's go. Money's just like dwindling, dwindling before our eyes. Again. Okay, Sir Michael Horp. A young green whippersnapper. A craven young green whippersnapper. That's ready. If we lose to this guy, I am not going to another tournament ever again. Ever. Okay, we're feasting in. I made another friend. I'm making so many friends at these tournaments. Okay, he managed to cling on. Let's go for round two. Do not even dare. Bang! We hit him a second time. Bang! We're toying with him now, and he falls off. He's unharmed, but that was just the amuse bouche. Just wet the lips. Not even a start of that, pal. Bring on the starter. Clam chowder. Oh yes, delicious. Bring forth the chowder. The chowder is Sir Kyle Horp. No! The guy I trained personally is gonna beat me. I can just tell you. The man I trained with my very own hands to be a good fighter is gonna knock me flying. Oh, I can just read the chronicle now. And kill us. He's gonna kill us is what he's gonna do. That'll be the story, the twist in the tail of this story, I'm telling you now. Right, you better just fall off your horse, pal. I trained you. Don't you dare. Don't you... Oh, no. No. No! I've flipping told you! Oh, a period of festivities. Yes, leading up to my coronation. Oh, I'm off to the coronation. King's coronation. Oh, it's like real life. I will be sure to attend after I've just been embarrassed by my former ward. Yeah. Oh, I don't care about Sir... Oh, Sir Tian's in it again. The guy that won the last tournament's back for round 2. I don't care about him. Oh! I've clung on! I've clung on! Somehow my great girth has been held on by my sheer strength. Come on! Oh! Right! You dog! You dare take down your master! I'll show you! Boof! We hit him again! This time, send him flying. Come on! Full weight! Full weight! I don't care about Lady Maris. No. This is an epic tilt. We both know each other so well. We've danced in the yard many a time. We've probably done some jousting practice, talked about strategy through the years as I've trained him. We know each other too well. We go again for the next round. Come on, come on? Oh, he's hit me again. Oh no, come on, please. Please cling on. Please cling on. Yes. Yes. We're on. We're still on. We're still on. Come on. We're still on. Come on. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. I can't believe this. I cannot. This is the epic battle between... I need to invite this man to my court somehow. Right, come on now. Okay, see, he's got the benefit of youth. I'm getting tired. I'm probably wheezing. This bastard. God, he's a tough one. I've taught him well. Right, round 5. How about you? Boof! Best of flipping 7, surely. Oh. Yes! Victory! But we actually stop. We stop and get off our flipping horse. We help the man up with our own hand and we give him a hug. I mean, flipping hellfire, you made me work for that one. Well done, sir. Well done. I'll give you that one. We hold his hand aloft. There was no loser here today, only 2 winners. Put on a show for you all. Oh, wow, I'm sweating here. It's like I've been at flipping tournament. Bloody hell. It's almost 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Still going strong. Come on. We're off again. Right. A fine joust, Sir Kyle Horp. I want him in my court. When his father dies, he may come. A fine fellow. Maybe we should marry him into the family. I want him... how do we get him into the court? We have to research this. Or we could buy a favour and force him to accept an invite. No? Force acceptance of an invite to court. So it's going to cost us 50 gold to get him to court. I'm kind of tempted. If we win this tournament and get some money out of it, I'm quite tempted to use the winnings to bring him to court. I think there's a place in our court for this man. Really do. None can... Don't boast, sir. None can beat you. You've clung on by the skin of your teeth, you old dog. How am I at a feast? Oh, the king's speech was stale and filled with platitudes. Oh, what a shame. Poor king. Yeah. Anyway, back to the tournament. Sir Ormond Horp. Now, brother? A brother to Sir Kyle. Didn't we have him as a ward at some time? I don't... Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't think so. I don't think it was him. He's 20... No, he was 27. His older brother. Right. 90? Oh, God. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no. We're knackered. We're knackered. It's like we've expended all of our energy. We're going to be knackered. I don't even want to see the result of this one. Straight into the flipping sand. Right, my ward has finished his education in bookkeeping. He's a yeah, send him back. We don't want you. We want the other one. Get away. Very good. Right. Oh, we've hit him! Oh, fall off. Fall off, mate. Just get off your horse. Get off. Get off. Yes! Come on! Yes! Hooray! A fine hit! We must be in the final. We must be in the final. I'm not having a drink. I'm already friends with him. I don't want to drink with you. I'm already friends. Right, carry on. Carry on. I have defeated... Oh, I've won! I've won! That was the final! Yes! We have won. It's a local tournament, nonetheless, but we have finally won one! Oh, yes! We have finally... I don't care, it's a small tournament. You start small. Oh, yes! Yes! We have done it! The winner's purse! The betting purse! We win it all! Woohoo! Yeah, 264! Marvellous! Oh, we've got to end the session there on that. On that piece of good news. Holy flipping cow. Right. Right. Barristan the Beast has finally won a tournament at the age of 43. Yay! We need Kyle. We need him. Where is he? Which place was he in? Lockport, isn't he? He's there. We need him. Right. Send gift. No. Buy favour. Roleplay purposes. He has to come to court. Oh, Tarthy's died, which means that his successor might be able to be bribed to the faction, people. Hang on. Hang on. Things are developing here at a swift pace. Coronation of King Stefan II. He kneels and they proclaim him the King of the Andals, and long live the King. He can't speak a bloody speech though, can he? Not quite so gregarious as us. Right, let's see what happens with Narbert. Okay, he's dismissed us back. Okay. Somebody lips has died. Woohoo! A fine competition. It was actually a competition held by the father of yeah, I think the competition was here, wasn't it? So I think, yeah. Oh, come on. Have we bought the favour? You're still considering. Oh, good. Right. Invite to my court, please. Oh! Ah! I can't... No! God! You can't use it. Must not be a close relative. Oh, for flipping hell, fire! These little nuances. Can't... Or a council position. Right, kidnap him. We'll kidnap you. No. Oh. Okay, so we're not going to be able to matrilineally marry him off. Oh, it's a useless favour we've just bought now. 50 gold that we've just won down the damn Swanee. Oh, he's died. Cameron has died. Age 48. So she's still soldiering on, isn't she? Right, we're going to end the session right here. I need to calm down now. I've had a bit of excitement. And then we've been slapped in the face. But we have to orchestrate us. We have got two things to think about for the next session. The first session is how on earth are we going to get this man to our court? He needs to come. We trained him well. We want him in our court as a bodyguard, as a marshal, as a whoever, wherever he needs to be. He needs to be here. So we need to sort that out somehow. And ultimately, we have to debate whether or not we are going to buy a favour from the Lord of Tarth. Because he shouldn't be barred from joining a faction now, should he? She can't get her grubby mitts into him straight away. But I've reloaded it once because of this. As much as it's made sense to me, and it made sense from a gameplay perspective, I'm not going to do it again. So we either roll with it or we don't. So if we're going to make the decision to buy a favour and it turns out that he can't be bribed, then we're going to have to live with the consequences, I think. And seeing as I've just chucked money down the toilet, I almost feel like let's just put some more bad money after the good, eh? Why not? Let's chuck it all money away. Why not? Funnily enough, the actual truce runs out in 3 years. Could wait to see if she goes for it. Goes for the rain house again. But this is obviously more than just the rain house, isn't it? This is not just about the rain house. This is also about... This is actually more to do with the fact that we're just not best pleased with the Baratheons right now. At all. For several reasons. My wife hasn't managed to pull any more into the faction right now, but yeah. Are you coming? Oh! Hang on! Hang on to your hats, folks! Something's changed. Hold on! Hold on! Hang right fire! Shut up. Hang right there. Come on, mate. Has he joined the faction? Oh, he's already joined. I thought I was going to wait for a message. I was going to... 105%. I think we need Tarth. I think we get Tarth. We put that to 150%. It's game over. It's got to be. Ooh. We don't need Tarth. We don't technically need Tarth, but I think if we get Tarth so that we're overwhelmingly powerful, she'll probably abdicate or step down, rather than think, well, it's 50-50, I'll go for it. Oh. Ooh. And on that bombshell, folks, I'm ending the session there. I'm going to leave you in suspense. I'm going to be right nasty. So in the next session, folks, what are we going to do it? Are we going to go for it? Are we going to get Tarth involved? Is she going to step down? Are we going to have a Durandon back in the Stormlands, just like the very first Durandon that founded the Stormlands? Ooh. Oh yes. Oh yeah. A top cliffhanger, indeed. I need a cup of tea, my voice is going. All the drama. But anyway, we've ended on a high. We've finished as victorious in a tournament. And we have got the elusive Selwyn of the Dawnist Marches to finally join a faction to put a Durandon on the... Not just any Durandon, oh no. A Durandon that is going to birth, or has birthed already, the future Topcliffe ruler. Important fact. Very important. Because my grandson, who we should control in 2 deaths' time, could be the King of the Stormlands, or the Lord Paramount, under our control. Ooh. And I think we might... That could be a decent point to end this series if we tackle it as a 2-season series. I think I might end it upon if we do get the Stormlands, end it there, and then have a second season where we become... It's just the weather. Very, very windy. When we become one of the big boys. So rather than the small scale stuff, we've now got the big scale stuff to worry about, and play the next season as a Lord Paramount, and see how that goes. That could be a way to do it. But anyway, go forth, folks. We're into overtime now. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evenings, afternoons, wherever you may be. Next stream of this will likely be next Monday. I could do a recorded session, but I think that the drama that we've ended on needs to be seen in a stream. So we or we lose the war and get executed. Yeah, and end the campaign on a massive downer. So yeah, next stream of this will be next Monday. But of course we have another stream before then, of course the anniversary stream on Friday, so hopefully see most of you there, even if it's just for a short time to pop in and say hello. Yeah, should be fun. But yeah, have a good one, folks. Thanks for watching, as always. Thanks for your advice and for joining in with the festivities. But until next time, see you soon.